I look like I'm moving in frickin' 20 frames per second, which sucks to me.
I mean, hey, that'd be like anime accurate.
No! There's a cat now!
He does have a cat. Oh my goodness.
No!
Wait, did it just make that sound?
Okay,
Cat
I
made
will
it.
admit the cat does not like being picked up as much as it does hiding.
I think that's most cats. There's some cats that like being picked up, but
Yeah. Here, I don't know if I can. Oh,
you get to lower the camera. Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it
nope.
went away.
It's tired. I'll let it out. Sorry, my child.
Sorry, my child.
Be free.
Be free. Sets it free. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome everyone to the General Chat Podcast. I am one of your three hosts, Active Genesis. I got with me, Quizzy down there. He's doing pretty good. And then we got Chronic over there in a robe.
Sus.
Looking very sus. And as you can hear from that laughter, we have another guest with us today. This is Kimura Rin. Say hello.
Hi! Hi everyone!
Yes. I actually interviewed her over on my my YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel, back a couple weeks ago. Actually, quite a couple weeks ago now.
It was 2 weeks ago, I guess, if I remember correctly.
Time has gone by too quick this year.
Yep. It has been.
Oh my god. I can't believe we're already in frickin' nearing the end of March, or we're halfway through, over halfway. It's nuts.
It don't feel like it to me. I look outside, I see snow.
Oh my god.
Do you not normally get snow over there?
Define normal. Normal isn't a term we use for weather in this specific state that I'm in that doesn't exist.
Oh, I know that state. A friend of mine actually lives in that state, and he actually informed me, was it yesterday? It was probably yesterday, with a view from his car saying that, oh, we have snow today. I'm like, dude, are you okay? It's almost April now. We're pretty much well middle into the spring. What's going on there?
Snow's awesome.
I like it. It's just not fun
Me
to drive
too.
in.
Down in
On
Ohio.
contrary, you can drift hard in snow.
Bro, I was heading home once with my dad had to actually pick me up from work because my family did not I'm glad they didn't trust me to go home because I had to leave my car at work once, overnight, because the snow and ice was so bad on the roads that I had to leave it there. And on the way home, my dad was picked me up in his truck. And on our way home, we watched a guy doing 360s. And he would turn, he'd be able to turn around, but then he'd start doing another 360 the other way. On the freeway in a Jeep.
That's
Cheers
scary.
to him.
That's so scary.
And I remember the color. It was a yellow Jeep, too. And he's doing freaking 360s in both directions.
Goodness.
And that's why I didn't go to work the next, 2 days. And my work was not happy with me. But I'm I literally watched somebody doing 360s on the freaking freeway. I'm not going to be able to I'm going to have my dad freaking pick me up again. And the snow's just going to get worse. So it's
Chains. Put chains on your tire. As a Washingtonian, I was born in the snow occasionally. And I have adapted to the snow. Chains on your tire. It's the way to go.
That makes sense.
I just don't know how to put chains on my tires.
Wait, you
YouTube
said
tutorial.
chains? How did you go from chains to chainsaws?
I said chains on my tires. I didn't say chainsaws.
Did you not say chainsaw?
I did not say
I'm the one
chainsaws.
who heard that, right?
No, I did not hear that chainsaw.
I didn't hear chainsaw. I mean, I'm the one who said it, so I guess.
You know what? Okay, never mind. I'm delusional. Look, okay, listen. Today is the first day in like this year that I had a one of those push you to sleep type meals. Okay, I'm a little bit woozy. Okay, I might hear things that no one said. I promise I'm not crazy.
Understandable. It's all good.
Donate to me. Donate to Chronic. Donate to Active. Donate to everyone. Donate to everyone.
Okay.
Give me money. Stop.
Oh my god.
We're doing ASMRs now, huh?
Oh my god.
Pedestrians in your car. The sidewalk is.
Well, remind me to release the episode after this podcast that we have for us and Grey Wolf, because that episode is, it's been done, but I wanted to wait a week since we didn't record last week. And also so we could release it on a Sunday.
Hey, what are you talking about? By the time people are listening to this, that episode's already out.
Yes, I know. But it's so funny. I feel like you missed out, Quizzy. Then again, maybe you escaped the energy that Wolf and Chronic brought. You're gonna have to watch the episode. It's insane, the energy that they brought.
I'm gonna find out it's because I wasn't there. Yo, I'm gonna feel some type of way if I look at the comments and everyone's like, "Finally, that blue motherfucker's gone."
Oh my god! The thing is, I don't think that we get much comments. We got like 2. I think we've got like a total of 2 or 3 comments on any of our videos, and one of them is someone asking if they could be on the episode.
Isn't that just cracked? We're farming. Look at that. I'm turning on the sun.
You're turning on the sun.
Oh god, it's bright.
Oh,
Yes, Gunnar.
is it clear skies around you? Because for me, it's cloudy.
It's all cloud.
Okay, I was gonna
It's
say.
just bright cloud.
Yeah, bright cloud, not gray cloud. Well, it is gray, but it's bright gray.
Bright cloud. I'm gray. I'm very gray. But
Yes.
it's not that gray. It's more bright.
Is that why you had good chemistry with Grey Wolf?
Probably. Because I'm all gray right now. I'm like NF, where he has like the white and black clothes, but this is the combination of all of that into like one being. So I've got gray, and I got like the black shadow surrounding me.
But Rin, how are you doing though?
I'm doing fine. I actually kind of messed up with my sleep schedule a little bit, but other than that, it's all been going good. It's almost 12 a.m. here in where I live, so I probably missed like the 90% of the day. But
Oh,
other than that,
Jesus.
I am doing fine. Like, it's just me streaming time to time. I actually came back from like a week off of streaming because I just decided to take like a mental break week. And other than that, it's been going good. Like, I was able to see my people, my community once again, so it was just fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, that's awesome. Glad to hear it.
Yep.
Coming back to streaming can always be very nice.
Yeah, it is. Like, I miss my people. Like, not gonna lie, I miss them a lot when I don't stream. I don't know if it's like just me or like anyone who streams, but if I don't stream for like, let's say 2 days or like 3 days, right? Because usually I stream every 2 days. That's kind of like I put my schedule like that. It's kind of me. But if I do that like every 3 days or like every 4 days, I kind of feel guilty for not streaming. And I know like that it's okay to take breaks and just like take care of stuff going around me in my IRL life. I know that, but it's just, I don't know. I feel a little bit guilty for not streaming. I don't know. Like,
I mean,
I
I
really
feel the
don't
same way
know.
sometimes, so.
I
Right.
definitely. Jen can attest to this. What was it like? Was it in the year of 2020? Like, I refused to miss a day.
Yeah,
It
you were
was just
doing
like
so
I
much.
didn't know that it was okay to take breaks.
It's okay.
It's
It's
illegal.
okay to take breaks.
I like how
Breaks are
Chronic
illegal.
just said it's illegal.
For 2020,
no.
me it was. In 2021, I started saying, screw it. Now,
Yeah.
then like this year, I'm just like, I'll stream when I want.
Yeah, exactly. Stream whenever you want, whenever you feel like it, and whenever you feel mentally okay to stream. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like a one-way ticket to Burnt Out City, right? So no one wants that. And I'm 100% sure none of our viewers also want to see us being burnt out, being stressed out, and just like forcing us to stream actually. So that would cause like, I'm assuming really unpleasant scenarios, so no one should do that.
I mean, I even think that even applies to just specific things you stream. Like if you'd like have been streaming one game for like a week or even a month, who knows, maybe a couple months, but you finally just like, even if your viewers love it and you're just like, I want to stream something else, like
Yep.
you should do that. Even if it lowers your viewership, you should do it for your own mental health. Like
Yep, exactly.
don't force yourself to like. Yes, you should push yourself because you're trying to compete with other entertainers and grow, but you should also make sure you're trying to also take care of your mental health. If you're doing constantly putting yourself in a position you're not enjoying, it's kind of rough.
Exactly. Like, numbers mean stuff. Like, of course, I cannot say, like, numbers don't mean anything. Numbers mean something. Like, it's just a visual representation and, like, a visual confirmation that we are doing something good or something bad, right? But don't just solely focus on the numbers. Like, if you're just gonna like focus on the numbers and like, oh, you know what, I had like this amount of people, and like yesterday I had like so much more number of people on my stream. Like, what
I
did
just
I
turn
do
off the
wrong?
viewer count. I literally just turn it off at this point.
Yup,
It's been so much
do
more healthy.
that.
I'm
It's
telling
such-
you right now, if
yeah.
I had the viewer count on while I was playing Halo, I probably would have freaking been pretty bummed out. But you know, I just enjoyed it. I've enjoyed playing
Yeah,
the hard
exactly.
difficulty of a game I really enjoy. How's Chronic? You
Exactly.
okay?
Yo, I was just about to say, you good, Tanjiro? That you smell any
You like my
hat?
on there?
I was gonna point out it's a Mr. Beast hat. It took me like
Yup.
a little bit to notice that, but
It's a Mr. Beast hat.
I just said that. But okay.
Hey,
I
since you're wearing
earned
that,
it.
oh, you earned it. Oh, well,
How'd you earn
does that mean you can cure my eyesight? You know, I'd love to get rid of these glasses that you can't see that I'm wearing.
Oh,
No.
Twitter. Oh, if he does that, Twitter's gonna cancel him. Twitter's totally gonna cancel Chronic.
I'm
for
not
fearing
giving you
blind.
back your eyesight. You're gonna stay blind and you're gonna walk the halls like a labyrinth. You're
Oh
gonna
my
bump into
God.
walls and trip over carpets. And I will never give you a walking stick.
Oh my god, that's so cruel. I saw, dude. I saw a freaking video, by the way, of a guy like who's with his blind dog, and he's just trying to like he's against the wall, and his voice is confusing his blind dog because he like the echo, and he's like, hey girl, I have a treat for you, I have a treat, and then she's bark at the wall, and then finally she notices that he's behind her, and so then he gives her the treat. It's you know, it's a little bit mean, but you know, he still gives her a treat and it is nice. It's a little funny, but it is sad. A blindness is it's sad. It sucks.
Yeah,
It does
no.
indeed.
Disabilities
Blind
suck.
people should just not breed.
No,
Because
oh
it's
my
like
god.
passing on the blindness. I think we should not allow them to breed.
I
like,
don't think that's how that works.
Look, I can give I can give my kid some glasses. Like, actually, I don't want to pay for that. Yeah,
Well, that's
shouldn't
not
read.
really blindness. That's just more of like blurriness. But like, if you're full on genetically blind, like, just don't have kids.
You know, I'd argue at a certain point, nearsightedness is honestly, because I hear that like people who are like just fully blind, like they're more in tune with their other senses. Being nearsighted, unless something's right in front of you, you get the same drawbacks of being blind, basically, without your other senses being in tune. I don't hear better than, honestly, I think I hear a little bit worse than the average person, but that's probably just because I blast
Same.
music in my ears. But
Fair.
I blast
Did
music
you
in my ears
know-
too. Yeah, it's been hurting my hearing. I think I need to
Fun
stop.
fact about blind people. I'm very informed on the topic, but they have less palates, not because they're blind, but because a lot of the restaurants and menus, they just don't accommodate blind people. So they have a less large palate, on contrary to sight people who can see. So
You mean
it's
they can
actually kind of
taste
crazy.
less?
Technically, but it's more of a lack of accommodation than it is them actually physically being able to taste.
Well, like the
less.
restaurants are like specifically making their food taste worse just because they know the person's blind, or what are you trying to like? I'm confused.
No,
here.
no,
Now,
I'm
how
saying
would
like the
they do
menus
that?
don't have braille.
Oh, okay. That meant like the
menus
actual
are-
food. I
blind
didn't.
people can't read.
The way you said it made me think you were talking about the food doesn't accommodate them, and I'm like, how? But no, you mean the menus. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
you think that they'd have a dedicated person who like you could just be like, hey, I'm blind. Could you like read me out what you guys have?
Did you hear about that restaurant that has I believe it's in Japan, where they have there are people, it's completely run basically, all the waiters and waitresses are people with like disabilities that can't leave their homes, so they each run a robot at the restaurant
Yup,
that
I
serves
saw
people.
that.
Yeah,
That
so it's
sounds
like it
pretty cool,
accommodates.
actually.
Yeah, it's
That
so
sounds
cool.
sick as fuck.
Yeah, it accommodates people with disabilities. So like, and like, there was like a video of a guy who went to this restaurant and he's like literally talking to his waiter, who is like, she tells him like, and she's speaking pretty good English too, and telling him like about why she's in using the robot, how she can't really leave her house, and how she's lucky how she has this job that basically lets her work from home. It's really
That's pretty
cool,
Nice.
honestly.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, so that's actually went way more wholesome than what I immediately thought. I thought, because you know how there's like different type of cafes in Japan that like have different theming. I was
Where's
like,
this
who
going?
had the idea of making a Katawa Shoujo themed?
No!
No!
Not a disability cafe. No. Oh my god.
I'm so
oh my
glad
God,
that
I'm
it
so
changed
scared.
because I was thinking that I was
Actually-
like,
You know what's sad?
Wait.
I can almost like I bet you it exists. I actually
Okay, fun fact. Fun fact. It actually kinda exists here in where I live, so I'm gonna like elaborate on that a little further. It's not like that. It's still wholesome, but it's a thematic cafe, I would say, and all of the workers are people with Down syndrome. Yeah, exactly. Like, what was its name though?
Interesting.
Like, Love Cafe or something like that. But love is in like a friendly love or like a family type of love in that context. If I'm not mistaken, though, I'll probably look that up after the whole recording session. But I've been there, and it's amazing. It's just like amazing to see people who back in the day, like not that far into the like past, when you think about it, like maybe in the past 10 years or like 20 years or 15 years, whatever, they have been basically shunned from the society, right?
Oh,
And they have
jeez.
been like treated as outcasts because they had some sort of like a disability that allowed, not like in a positive sense, but like allowed them to be like seen as a different type of person from like the rest of the people, right? And now they have this amazing chance to just like work in a place which is pretty much in the dead center of the city as well. So like everyone can just like go into that cafe, and it's like a pretty crowded area as well. So like everyone can just like stumble upon and just have an amazing time there as well. So like
That's
that was
awesome.
pretty
That's
wholesome,
awesome.
actually. Yeah, it was pretty wholesome.
I also, during that, for some reason, something popped in my head. It has nothing to do with your story. It's the idea of like themed maid cafes or whatever. Can you imagine a maid cafe run completely by Alex Jones? So you just hear like
I would love to go there for the atmosphere. The atmosphere would be like unlike anything. It would be a once in a lifetime
this
experience.
pasta's turning the frog
Boy.
gay. The frog's gay.
I would never
Literally,
be able
just
to eat
it would just be a
single item.
conspiracy theory place, and
It'd be
I don't know,
conspiracy-
something about that would be hilarious as an
It
attraction.
would be so funny. Oh my
A
god.
conspiracy cafe. with
Conspiracy
maids in it.
cafe. Oh my god, dude.
That would be fun. That would
It'd
be really fun. Actually.
what scares me is I feel like that would go from conspiracy theory to a cult cafe. It slowly would evolve into, please believe us. This is not a cafe anymore. It's a cult. So it's like, yes, the world is flat. You got to join. You got to believe. Here's our pamphlet. Yes. I don't know, stuff like that. Oh my god. I think it'd be interesting. Oh my god.
could
God.
be
Why?
fun.
Okay. And now I just imagine an Among Us cafe. God dang it. Because I'm looking at Chronic's like little Among Us
Oh
thing.
my god.
That has to already exist. There's no way that doesn't exist somewhere.
Let me feed you.
If it may not exist, but you know
No.
what? You know what my guess
Who's
is.
this?
Let me feed you.
Here's my theory is that maybe you know how Japan does this thing in
Eat
school
from me.
where they have like school festivals, like summer festivals. They set up stalls and cafes in their schools. They might have done an Among Us cafe at their school, for all we know.
You know what? Like, I'm almost 99% sure there is a cafe like that. I'm just gonna check it
It's
real quick.
I work there.
The little Among Us plushie works there.
Eat
Okay.
my food. Consume my nutrients. Take upon your body
By the way, Chronic, how
my
goes
supple protein.
Oh, there is
how
none.
goes your alcohol brewing?
All right. So basically, I have a couple new experiments.
Oh God,
Okay.
I regret
So-
Oh, asking.
Goodness.
I recently shook up the yeast of some of the prior brews, so that's gonna become really dry. But allow me to introduce to you the newest addition.
Oh no, not the
year.
mayonnaise! Not the
It
mayonnaise
is
and
not
vinegar!
mayonnaise! The mayonnaise was a failure.
Was it?
Mayonnaise was not good.
Quizzy missed it too. You have to watch last episode. Quizzy didn't know what.
I made mayonnaise.
Upload it then.
It will.
True.
It's going up after this episode.
So this is not as unsavory as mayonnaise, but what this is orange juice and a bit of apple puree. And I'm allowing bread yeast to consume the sugars in each. And I'm hoping that the natural acidity of an orange will help mask some of the bread yeasty, musk type, old, stale type taste. So that's my hopes for this one. This is about 2 days old. It's getting there. I've invented a brand new item, or a brand new technique for the ventilation of the bottle. So before, I had this weirdly complicated water thing with bags. Matter of fact, I can pull it up.
Oh boy.
See, the crazy thing with you have no way of
This
knowing.
is my
if he's
original
serious or not.
system.
I don't know if he's serious either, and I've been on
I
this
am
podcast.
very serious. I'm a scientist.
Stop.
This is my original system for burping. I had a bag inside with an open, I guess, slit at the bottom. So when pressure inside builds up, it would push gas outside through the water gate that I made artificially and exit through the top of the out bag, the outer side bag. So it was a burper, but it was very complicated to set up. And I found a method that just works a lot more simply, a lot more easily, and doesn't involve as many bags.
Okay then.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Man. Just look at those bottles and all that just makes me a little queasy every time you pull something new out. It's like, oh god.
Don't you want to sip?
No, I do not.
I can ship it to your house.
You should take a sip.
I will.
Yeah.
I will take a sip. Which one you want?
What'd you do with the mayonnaise?
Okay.
What mayonnaise? What did you do with mayonnaise?
We had an educational moment on the prior episode where I told people about what an emulsifier is, and I taught them you can make mayonnaise out of. No, my child!
Oh my
I
god.
taught them that they can make mayonnaise out of combining oil, water, and vinegar
Okay.
with egg.
Yeah.
And, well, in order to speed up the process, I added a lot of vinegar. And that was not very tasty. It weirdly tasted like lemon. I don't know why it tasted like lemon, but it did.
The fact you drank a raw egg.
It's just a
I
raw
mean-
egg.
Yeah, I mean, mayonnaise has raw egg in it, so like that's normal. Like that's the basic recipe.
But you mean
basically, like-
this is like homemade mayonnaise that is made by someone who's never made mayonnaise before,
Yeah.
and didn't even
No,
look
it
up
is,
the
though, like-
process.
No, hang on.
Fancy
If you were
ingredients.
to go check like any type of like cooking show, basically, like if I'm not, can I do name drops? Like I'm gonna drop two
Yeah,
names.
that's totally
if that's
fine.
Okay. Okay, so Joshua Wiseman just recently had like an episode where he made some meal. I don't even remember what was it, but he basically made his own mayonnaise. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Binging with Babish also did like a lot of episodes with homemade mayonnaise, with like simply some oil, some lemon, and some egg, and that's it. Like that's the whole ingredients that you're gonna need to make mayonnaise. Like you can make it at home. Like that's just that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Twitch chat has ruined mayonnaise for me, but that's besides the point.
I mean, mayonnaise is just
The
ruined
internet's tried to ruin
Oh, yeah.
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise doesn't mean mayonnaise anymore.
for me. Yep. We don't need mayonnaise.
Yes.
Emphasis on the man in mayonnaise. I apologize. Look, Twitch chat has ruined my mind. I take no responsibility. It's all Twitch chat's fault.
I miss when mayonnaise was just mayonnaise.
I mean, I don't like eggs to begin with, so mayonnaise is just like a no-go for me from the get-go.
I like
guess that's
scrambled eggs. I hate every other kind of
Yes,
preparation of
same.
eggs.
There's only two. Like I only really like three eggs. There's scrambled eggs. There's hard-boiled eggs with some salt, very good. And then there is deviled eggs. I love me some good deviled eggs.
You know, just off of my lore, I'm not allowed to like anything with the term "deviled" in it. Why is it called that? Actually,
I don't
Mm.
actually know. That's a good question.
That's
Is
a
it
really
like
good
hot?
question.
Like
Maybe deviled is like
I mean,
its
it
own
has
term.
paprika in it optionally, and I saw a lot of recipes use paprika in deviled eggs, so maybe that?
Maybe.
knows?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Oh my goodness. Man. And also, it's nice. This is the first episode we've had, all three of us host and a guest on, which is nice. It's funny. Last episode, Chronic tried to tell me I don't really want to have, don't really want to have 4 people. I like 3 people.
Half
here
of me
I
was kind
am.
of joking.
Half of you.
what's the other half feeling right now?
The other half is just like, okay.
I feel that.
Cool.
I mean,
feel that.
3 is a nice number, but 4, we're not going to ever go above 4, by the way. 4 is definitely the limit. I don't.
Speaking of 4, the number 4, who here, other than myself, is excited for the announcement
Heart of Iron 4?
Budokai Tenkaichi 4? What'd you just say?
Heart of Iron's 4. That's gonna be like Excel sheet the video game. It's awesome.
I didn't
I don't
know
what that
either
is.
of those
Budokai
games you guys
Tenkaichi
listed.
4 though. What? Kimura, please back me
Rin
up
is
here.
fine, Rin is fine, and I'm so sorry.
Is Quizzy the only one who knew it too? Oh my god.
I'm deeply hurt. I think I need to go.
No, don't go, come back!
Oh my god.
Dude,
What crying? What?
That's all for you, Quizzy. All for you. Take it, Quizzy.
Have none of you owned a PlayStation 2?
No,
I've had a PlayStation 2, but I've...
I still don't own a PlayStation, like, at all, and I'm 28 years old.
Huh.
Oh good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mainly played Xbox and GameCube and DS stuff, so it's like I mainly stuck to Nintendo and Xbox. I hardly ever touched Sony products.
That's
I
crazy.
mean,
I'm like the
You're
opposite.
pretty good. Like, the only 2 consoles I own or owned back in the day was a PSP, which was around like 2012, which is like 11 years ago now that I'm thinking about it. And the other one was a Nintendo Game Boy. So,
Oh
Yeah.
god, I hate how old I feel when I realize. Like, I keep thinking of all these things that are going by. I'm starting to feel older and older by the day, and I hate it.
don't even mention that, please.
Oh my god, it's like, and I can only imagine what it's gonna feel like when it's like I'm 80 years old and it's like, oh my god, freaking. I remember when I played VR chat back in 2020. Freaking what, 60 years ago? It's like, oh god.
My God.
Back in my day, we used to have women throwing ass and men throwing ass all alike. We had clubs filled with smells I couldn't even put words to.
There was a
That
site
was
called
an era.
Fansley.
I feel like this is the technological equivalent of like the 60s. Like everyone's on cocaine, everyone's doing drugs and partying, and then some shit like HIV is gonna come out, but for VR, and then everyone's gonna have to mellow down.
More like for the
gonna
internet
suck.
in general. It's just like an internet virus that infects the brain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the internet. Yeah.
It's called
Yeah.
Twitter. It already exists.
Yes,
True.
it's called Twitter.
True.
Can we just have a bit to talk about Twitter and just like it's supposed to be a social media platform, right? Where you're supposed to be able to like be social people, but in this day and age, people just get so angry if you say an opinion they disagree with. It's like you can't have an opinion different from me. I will cancel you, or I will send a million hate your way. It's like everyone's trying to ratio each other. Everyone's trying to spread hate. It's just like it sucks.
Nah, I just get cat videos and like cool liminal photos, and like I just tweet random crap, and that's just
You're
about
on
it.
the right side of Twitter.
Well, that's why I don't
me.
look at the For You. I only look at the what I'm following.
There's a
page
For You
anymore.
on Twitter.
There is. There's now Twitter has become it's separate into 2 categories. There is the For You, which is like everything on Twitter, but it's like it will recommend based off an algorithm, whereas the Following tab is more like only people you follow and people they retweet.
Fascinating.
See, I see
Well, I'm
neither
gonna
of
continue
that.
to look at my cat videos and liminal images while I be happy with my life instead of belittled by the mental chippage of drama.
Yep.
I just took my
Still-
following tab, and that's it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
following
that's-
tab. Yep.
I don't see
Amen.
drama or cat video. Well, I mean, I guess not the same type of cat videos.
What? Okay. I was gonna say for a second,
Do you
why?
trust your Twitter?
Why-
account?
I mean, so look. I'm saying this specifically because you know who Yoruichi is from
Bleach.
Bleach? Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just on the train one day, and I open up Twitter to see if I got any like large number of notifications or if there's anything I need to respond to, and then I just see like art of Yoruichi doing like a stretch that I fully don't believe like you can do. I feel like you would actually break your back doing this.
I've seen it
stretch.
try to be done on TikTok. It's doable, but you have to like train for it. It's like splits.
Dude, I feel like
Most people have to
Yoru.
train.
Like
I
it
feel
was
like-
borderline the Jacko pose.
I feel like I was gonna say I feel like Yoru. I can't even say her name. Yoru. I can't say it.
Yoruichi.
Yoruichi.
Yeah, I feel like she freaking would be a perfect fit for the Jacko pose, honestly, and I feel like it even would fit her character to strike that pose. Oh my god. Crying. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, what was it?
Kind of, but like the back goes in instead of like arcing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wasn't
god.
it with the arc though? Oh my goodness.
He's gonna break his back or something. He's gonna pull a muscle.
He's gonna break his back throwing it back. Hey, that's the way to go.
Hey!
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude.
I didn't get to like complete my gymnastic course when I was young. Okay. Blame.
You did good.
Thank you.
Like,
Bro.
don't feel-
Come.
Can I also just
don't
say
feel bad,
why?
okay? I'm a
Why?
martial artist. I can't do that. shit.
Quizzy, freaking Quizzy, Pack, Ruby. I am getting freaking assaulted on Twitter by ats. It's like all three of you are trying to like. Anytime you guys so much as see a post that even remotely that you're like, oh, that has a foot in it. Let's.
Yep, and I don't feel
good.
bad. I don't feel
fuck?
bad.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
that's right. Active has a foot fetish.
No, no,
Oh my God,
and on
bro.
top of that, no. Because here's the thing. Yeah, I was talking with Strick, and Strick said, like, yo, I feel bad for how much you guys dissed this man. And then when Chris Lee sent you that screenshot, and then you had the nerve to be like, 1 out of 10 because the shoes are on. Strick immediately was like, oh, no, nope, he deserves
And then,
it.
and then I immediately said after. I immediately was like, also, I'm not into being stepped on. Surprisingly, I don't know. Did Creases leave that in the clip or no?
No, you left that in the clip, but
Okay.
that didn't make it better for you. I'm sorry that didn't.
Ay, bro.
If anything, I think it makes it more understandable if you're into getting stepped on. It's like if you're not into getting stepped on, then I don't understand it. How do you like to interact with
I feel like
the
those
feet?
are masochists who like to get stepped on, especially with the
May-
freaking boots, dude.
Well, maybe some people just like to have contact with that body part.
Ay.
It's like the foot version of getting squished by thighs.
Understandable.
Oh, okay, thank you. Because I was about to say, there's no way that you guys are just gonna be silent like that didn't make any sort of sense.
Nope, it made sense. It
Oh
made so
my
much
god,
sense.
bro. Oh my
Is this what you
god,
like?
bro.
You like
Oh
this
my
active?
god, no.
How's your boner feeling?
Oh
Why is
my
it?
God.
Fuck.
Bro. What? Oh my god, stop.
Fuck. What do you mean stop? Am I turning you on too much?
No, I'm looking at him.
Then you brought this on yourself. You
Oh
brought
my
this on
God.
yourself.
Why is it
You
getting so
brought this
bright?
up. Oh no, it's the consequences of my actions.
Oh my god, dude.
It just keeps getting brighter.
Oh my god, dude. Oh man.
I'm sorry if I turned you on too much, active.
You
My
don't.
bad. My bad. I didn't mean to like throw my feet pics at you. Like I didn't
Oh
mean
my
to.
god, dude.
It's okay though. Like it was just a mistake. It was just my bad.
Oh my god, bro.
I always wondered why Jin and I became friends so quickly out of nowhere. And then when I learned about the foot thing, it made so much sense.
Wait, why?
I do Taekwondo, the kicking martial art, aka the foot martial art.
Oh
This
my
man
God,
just
bro.
felt my aura and was like, there's something about this man.
Oh my god, I hate
This man
this.
can put me down. Sheesh.
I hate.
Trample on me like
Oh
a
my
carpet.
god, bro.
Sheesh.
Oh
Are you
my
sure
god.
you don't?
Like a
Are you
shoe.
sure you don't like Aaron? I mean, he started the rumbling. You can get.
That's true as
Oh my
fuck.
god, dude.
If you were to die, would you like to get stepped on by a giant?
No, I wouldn't. It's literally like what?
Mm.
Oh my god, I don't understand people who are like that. Why?
What
This
if
will
you just,
never,
like,
this
get
will never,
squished
this will
in
never
between
end,
the
Jin. I
toes?
hope you know.
Like you
We're
get
gonna keep
squished
coming
right in
up with
between
new
the
things.
toes, and you just gush out from in between the toes. Active. Do you
Oh
like
my
that?
god, dude.
Is that good for you? You like that?
Goodness.
Yo, W sound design, but holy shit.
My god, dude. I hate it here.
So you you want to try and switch the topic before we come up with new ones? Because the brain's always working.
If you were an Among Us character, which one would you be?
Ah, it'd be either
I
blue
feel
or
like you
cyan.
I was gonna say blue or cyan as well, or white, I guess.
I'd be purple.
You'd be brown, Chronic.
Part of me agrees.
Yeah, this is me. This is my real form.
You know, I always saw you more as orange, but you know, fair.
No, I'm not orange.
I always, because he has so much green in his profile pictures, sometimes I always feel like he's green. Like the cat picture, where has a lot of green in the background.
Got a hair in my mouth.
I'm probably thinking orange because of those days where he'd run around in VR chat as Naruto.
But except he wasn't actually Naruto though. He was like the sage version, so he was like in the white form.
I mean, it's orange.
Well, yellow. I mean, yeah.
Yellow, orange. It's that color spectrum. It's not pure white.
Yeah, but still, like, I think Naruto. I think orange, regardless of whatever form he's in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Guess that's true. Yeah.
You got to think of something because I'm so ready to go back to the.
I'm trying, but I can't. I'm struggling. Oh my god. Oh man.
Let's talk about, like, who do you think would have the best feet? Do you think Ryan Reynolds would have good feet?
Oh my goodness.
What? What the fuck?
Maybe Martha Stewart has good feet.
What?
She was in jail though, right?
I don't know anymore. I feel like they've all been in jail at one point.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. Maybe Chris Evans? I feel like he would have really good feet. Can I get an opinion, Active?
I don't have an opinion on that.
Well, I feel like you should have an opinion. I'm having an opinion. I don't like feet, but I think you can have good feet. You're like the feet expert. You should really
My
give us your
god,
opinion.
bro. Oh my god, I hate this.
Growing up, was your favorite snack fruit by the foot?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, hold on a sec. I feel like nobody in here remembers what that is.
I do. I remember what it was.
You have to know. You have
Are
to know
you
what that is.
stupid? Who wouldn't know what that is? Who would
I mean,
not
if
know
it's
what that
an
is? That
American
is.
thing, I do not know what it is.
Fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say I guess
get a pass,
because they're
But if you're an American and you don't know what it is, you never
they even
were
sell it anymore?
public schooled. Yes.
What is it called?
Fruit by the foot.
Otherwise known
Wait,
as
is fruit by the
roll-ups.
yeah fruit
Yeah,
roll
fruit
up.
roll-ups. Yeah.
Oh, fruit roll-ups. Okay, I
Mhm.
see. I see.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
them. We have a variety of that.
Yeah, there's a pretty
They're
wide variety of
awesome.
them.
I
Yeah.
definitely have not had that in at least a decade. I kind of I kind of want one.
I've always
I
been
mean,
like
they're-
I've always been more of a Swedish Fish, Reese's, Butterfinger, like a lot of chocolates, but I don't know if I'm talking like gummies and stuff, or stuff like a fruity flavor. I don't know. Like for me, I guess Swedish Fish comes to mind. I don't know what flavor that is, but it's pretty good to me. I think it's like cherry or something. Could be wrong.
I have no idea what flavor Swedish Fish are. All I know is that they're sweet and they're red. Like, that's about all I know about their flavor. Even when I eat them, I don't even know what they taste like. They just taste like that description.
Yeah.
Sweet and red.
Hot tamales are pretty good too. Or like is that actually? I'm pretty sure that's the candy's name. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right on that. I always thought that they're like an off-brand Mike and Ike.
I thought the same, but the cinnamon flavor is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't
gotta-
like them as much anymore.
Yeah, they're all right. I definitely still prefer my chocolates like Butterfingers. Like if I'm going to the movie, I definitely like to get Butterfingers while I watch a movie.
Mm.
I'm not
I like
I'm
to
not
do
the biggest.
LSD at the movies.
Okay, I like how I said hot take and he said LSD. I was gonna say I don't really like popcorn at the movies, but you
That's
say
such
you
a
like
daring
LSD.
take. That's such a daring take. By the way, I do LSD at the movies, and
Oh
I
my
really
God.
like the Star Wars films whenever I'm high on LSD and shrooms at the same time.
I feel like
It's
you
like
have
I'm
to
in them.
to enjoy the last 3 Star Wars movies.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the ninth movie, definitely you have to be on LSD to even get a remorsively small amount of satisfaction. Because at
Oh
least
my
like
God,
you'll
dude.
be fighting demons to distract you from the film. Because it's just that bad.
You know,
But the first 7th and 8th are decent.
I've never seen the new trilogy, but like I know that
Me
like
neither.
most people don't like it, but I actually heard when it first came out, everyone liked the Force Awakens.
The first
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
was decent. I actually
Episode
saw my
7 is
gripes
really
with
good.
it. Even me, like episode 7 was all right. I kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was like something that feels off. It
Yeah.
just something felt off to me.
I'd say the thing that felt off to me in that film was like it felt too much like modern media told the story directors where to take the narrative instead of it being a Star Wars narrative in that universe. It's like
My-
our universe bled into theirs.
One of my favorite Star Wars, like media in general, is just the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars show is so fucking good.
Oh yeah, that's peak.
That is like peak Star Wars, like hands down. Like they expanded. Like honestly, pre-Empire Star Wars is so much more freaking interesting than Empire Star Wars or post-Empire. Like just knowing what happened. Like even I would even take like older Republic. Like I'd like to even get like have that be a show, even though I know now it's mainly not canon anymore. But like the first Sith, the first Jedi. Like I'd love to hear their stories. Like it's so much more interesting when the worlds aren't being blown up with a Death Star like every freaking movie. It's so much more interesting when there's actual freaking alien customs and like politics and all that. And I'm not normally a
Yeah.
politics guy.
I have one counterpoint:
What's
the
that?
Star Killer saga.
I still okay.
It's
I've
not
heard.
canon, though.
It's
I've
not
heard
canon anymore,
it's
but
not
it was
canon.
still good.
Anymore,
I've
it was never
heard
canon.
I've heard it was really good. I want to play it. It's through It's only 2 games, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Star
Ye-
Killer was
yeah.
never canon.
Yeah, I still want to play. I want to play them. I've heard it's a really good story, and I enjoyed
I-
the demo I played on 360.
I heard that it was like ambiguous if it could or couldn't be, but like once Disney got the rights to Star Wars, it was like officially deconfirmed as canon.
Yeah, something like that.
It was never accepted by Lucasfilms as genuinely canon, like say the comics were. Like, there's an offshoot of comics that are like their own universe in a way, kind of like Marvel and their different universes. But Star Killer is strictly just game.
Bro, every franchise is shooting themselves in the foot. I swear, the past like 3 years or longer, freaking, we have Marvel, who is putting out not so great movies anymore. Now that the freaking Thanos whole storyline's over, they're not like some of their
Yeah.
shows are decent, but most of it's kind of becoming like letdowns. They could have been doing better. You got DC. I don't think DC has really put out that many really good movies in a long time. Other than animated, their animated movies are still fairly good. Some of them.
Animated DC's peak DC.
Yeah, exactly. And then you gotta look at game franchises as well. It's like Bethesda going downhill. You got freaking 343 Industries should never taken over Halo. They've been a freaking letdown since day one. I've been playing through Halo 3 and ODST on Legendary, and I'm like sitting there, and half of me wants to break into tears. I'm like, dude, these games used to be so good, and they still are good. And Halo Infinite doesn't even come close to the amount of enjoyment I get out of those games.
Yep. I will say, I have a daring prediction that I stand by.
What is
AAA
that?
studios are going to die, or at the very least, they will not be what they are currently
Oh,
in the future.
Yeah, no, that's
And-
I believe it.
As more tools become publicly available, indie development will be top notch. Like, we'll have
Indie games are gonna take
individuals-
over, dude. Have
we'll
you
have
seen?
individuals making AAA quality games?
Yeah, have you seen look at Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is such a more enjoyable
Yup.
game. Like Stardew Valley made by one guy. Freaking
Never played it.
What is
Concerned Ape.
Choo Choo Charles, made by one developer. It's not
Oh,
an
that was
amazing
fun.
game, but it's a good game. Good game. Like it's
I'm-
for what it was.
Okay, look, we gotta be completely honest with Choo Choo Charles. Okay, if it wasn't for how hilariously outlandish the concept was, nobody would be talking about that game. Let's be
I know,
real here.
but hey, you
it's
know
just,
that
it's
yeah,
funny.
It's an outlandish concept, but it actually I feel like it's handled well. It was an enjoyable game. I had fun playing that.
Yeah, their mechanics were good.
I-
The train fight scenes.
Yeah, I'd say it's like it's almost like a One Punch Man scenario where they took a funny concept and treated it seriously, and it kind of just worked.
It just sucks. Like every franchise, it's not. I feel like just like the bigger a business gets, the less effort they put into making something good. Like there might be some exceptions to that. I would love to hear some exceptions, but it's like I think of so many of them. Huh?
Dead?
Dead?
He dead?
I wonder if he can hear us.
Oh,
normally.
no, I can hear you normally.
I was
I
gonna
can
have a
hear you
funeral.
normally. I was gonna say, dude, like I can't. I want to know which freaking businesses, or big franchises or anything, have stuck to the good amount of quality that they started with, or even just continue to increase their quality and make better and better stuff.
Okay, I have a what should we call? I have
Yakuza,
an idea
maybe?
for that. No, Final Fantasy 14 team actually.
I can see that. I've heard nothing but good things about Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
So,
coming for
like,
you, Chronic. They're gonna recruit you.
So like they basically started off with like a pretty rocky launch, I'd say, with the 1.0, and after that they just decided to like literally kill their own world, like the whole franchise, like the whole game. They decided to kill that, and they decided to rebuild as Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn, which was like everyone known as the 2.0. And after that, they added so much more and more and more and more story. Like I'm currently playing the fourth. Was it the fourth? Hang on.
Okay.
It should be. Yeah, like it's going fantastic, and like they haven't dropped the tempo one bit.
You
And-
reminded me about something that, like, I completely thought of. Oh my god, that here's a hot take. Indie games, I think they're fine with releasing update patches. Maybe early access. Slowly fix the game over time. I think that's fine. But when it comes to AAA titles, I'm so sick of them releasing unfinished products or games that are like, oh, we're not gonna have everything at launch.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it. I'm
That's
so sick of
true.
it.
Which
Yeah,
game
no.
was it just recently? Hang on.
Halo Infinite's a big one because they still don't have infection. They still don't
I
have
mean-
most of their game modes that they've had since like Halo 3.
I mean, technically speaking, Cyberpunk was also like that. Like,
Yep,
they had
yep.
an awful launch. Like, even though the game is just, like, amazing at this point, as in, like, gameplays, you would probably won't came across, like, big bugs, like, game-breaking bugs.
I think No
per
Man's
se.
Sky is the only one that's made a decent attempt to be better.
I haven't
like,
played that.
I've not
My
played it
brother
yet.
might,
Yeah.
I know.
I don't really want to play it because like I don't know, it doesn't look too interesting to me. It's not my style of game. But from what I've seen and heard, like the studio, it was only originally started by like 4 people and eventually expanded to 13 people. And so it's like they really, and the guy that was speaking for the game, they didn't have a PR guy. So the lead developer basically had to speak up and be the PR. So he would say things, and then people would hold him to his word. It's like I can see both sides. I understand.
I
like,
know what videos you watched.
You
I
probably
know what
do.
YouTube videos you've watched by that single commentary.
I watched Coefficient react to that YouTube video specifically. Another YouTuber
Based.
reacting to it. Because I like watching Coefficient react to stuff. Like, I don't know, he's a very fun reactor.
Do you call Coefficient a VTuber?
I don't think I did. I said reactor.
Oh,
think.
okay, my bad.
Yeah. Not a VTuber. Although technically he's kind of becoming one, but he needs to make I feel like he needs to make better use of his like TuneTuber that he has now. He doesn't use it enough. Or I feel like he could make it more interesting, more unique. He just uses it for sponsors, and I actually think it's the worst way to use it, in my opinion. I think it'd be so much more interesting if it was like, if he did what Markiplier kind of does with Lixian, Like how Lixian comes in and like basically like he'll interact with him. Like, I don't know, I feel like Cofish could have like a thing where he talks to himself and then, in a video have like his TuneTuber pop up and speak to him. I think that'd be interesting. I don't know.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, man. I know. I like Kill though. He's a very, very wholesome guy. Very entertaining. If you want to know how to do a reaction channel right, I would look to Coefficient. He's a very fun person to watch react to stuff. He adds to videos he reacts to. There are some people who literally just watch a show in silence, and it's just like, why? What's the point of you reacting to this?
You know, they're just like watching and saying their piece at the end of the video. Yeah.
Watching Quizzy react to stuff is super interesting, by the way. Like, I remember he took a 20-minute video. I think I uploaded, and he
Why are you
spent
bringing this up?
2 hours reacting to it.
Why are you bringing this up? This is from the dark times.
It's like every minute he'd have a 10-minute talk.
These are from the dark ages.
We should
You
do
stop
commentary
it.
in every frame. We'll do like little arrow keys and be like, all right, so this frame, I'm liking where it's going. Like the direction's really building up for that next frame. I really see what that last frame pulled off of this one. This frame is really good.
Oh
like
my
the
God,
the
bro.
color, the motion blur, the pixelation is just peak. All right, next frame. This one, I don't know about this one. This one's just a little off for me. I'm gonna have to give that one like a 1 out of 10. Next frame. Okay.
This is literally me with whenever I hear a new song on stream. It's like I'm breaking it down from a like music producer's perspective, and then I have to remind myself, wait, chat doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
Oh my
I'm
God.
using terms. I'm like, oh, the chord progression here is just so. It's like, then somebody's in chat just like, what's our chord progression? I'm just like, oh, you know what? I am being a nerd right now. Holy shit. Let me calm
Speaking
myself.
of nerds, did you see how Iron Mouse basically like in this basically brought two communities together in a way? Because I think like she's gonna eventually have him on her show because she said she's interested in pulling him on. There's a guy who like makes sword videos, and he made a video about how you could use a sword by grabbing its the sharp edge and using it as like a blunt weapon, hit someone with the hilt. And she reacted to that video, and then that guy reacted to that video, and then she reacted to his reaction. So it's like bringing VTubers and the sword community, two of the nerdiest groups meeting like each other in a way. Because
It's
if you're
gonna be like isekai anime where we have VTubers of everything. We have a VTuber sword, we have a VTuber tree,
Yep.
VTuber grass, VTuber.
it'd be funny if the
dirt.
sword guy becomes a VTuber, but he's not even a VTuber. He's just a sword channel, and oh, that's why it was interesting. It's like you wouldn't expect a VTuber and the sword community to meet each other, but I guess things happen.
Things happen indeed.
Oh my God, dude.
I would like to take a moment and have everyone just look at your hands and remind yourself those are made of molecules. Stuff we will never see, most likely in our lifetime. Cells, so tiny we cannot see them with the naked eye. We are beings of matter,
Dude,
and we exist.
do you think that people out there exist that don't believe in cells? That just cells, they don't think cells don't exist?
I don't believe
They do
in
exist.
bacteria.
Those
It's
people
like,
exist.
bro, all you need is a microscope. If you go to school, if you're like in high school, they literally will have you look at a freaking microscope and look at cells at work, and it's like, oh my God, like you see
Now-
cells moving and replicating and doing everything.
I don't believe in bacteria, so my wine, when it ferments, it's just God giving little kisses to my grape juice to make it bubbly. And I stick by that.
Now, actually, now that you mentioned bubbly, how do you think carbonated gamer subs would taste?
I've considered what it would be like to put it into a brew, but
Well, not a.
Oh.
Why
take a look at the
brew?
ingredients because this is very important. We need no nothing that will potentially kill the yeast. Where are the ingredients?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Huh.
Did you find it?
I'm not seeing it. I only see like nutritional supplement facts.
I mean, it should be included. No, they
It
shouldn't.
should be
Oh,
required, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for food
Maybe-
products, but when it
Maybe
comes
it's like
to
a double-sided sticker. Is it possible?
No, it's not a double-sided sticker.
Oh.
supplements are treated differently by the FDA.
Oh. I
So this
see.
could be seen as like an energy drink, and energy drinks can be weird, or something like that, or a supplement can be weird because it does say a supplement, which could be treated more as like a drug, and you don't necessarily see like underneath your ibuprofen bottle, this contains sodium glycolate, gelatin, and blah blah blah.
Fillers.
Yeah. So I mean I could try. Just actually, you know what? I will try right now.
Oh my goodness.
I'll try right now. I'll be right back.
Okay, interesting. You have tried carbonate? Wait, do you have like a carbonator?
I'm not gonna carbonate it per se, because I don't think I have stuff to withstand that pressure. Without it exploding, of course. So I could try.
Just make a gamer subs bomb.
Yeah, that's basically.
No.
I'll wrap it in a towel, and then I'll just Hail Mary it.
Oh my god.
So here's my current setup when it comes to new stuff. I have soap water inside of multiple bottles just waiting, and this will help disinfect it so that I can put stuff into it for the sake of science. I haven't actually tried any of the stuff I've produced, but someday I might. But for now, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna turn this into a wine.
Oh god. Oh boy.
Okay.
The law run. Oh my god. Okay then. You know what? Hey, while we're here, let's have a little bit of a debate. Hey Rin.
Oh,
There are two arguments I can bring at you that are like kind of now becoming staples of our podcast, but I'm gonna go with the one that I think is more fun. Do you think you can drink water angrily?
Do I think I can drink water angrily?
Yes.
I believe I can.
Because Quizzy argues it's impossible.
Oh my god, oh my
I mean,
god, oh
you
my
can.
god.
It's just the whole demeanor, right? Like you can drink the water in like I don't know regularly, and you can just like put the cup down in a more aggressive way, so that can show your anger, in my opinion. But like, as in the whole action of just like drinking it, I don't think it's possible.
Thank you. Oh, okay. She gets it. She gets it. She gets it. The whole argument. The reason I tell people they can't is because angry. That's an adjective. It is not an adverb. There is literally nothing unique.
I'll admit you
about. There's no unique
I know I bring
variant of drinking.
I know I bring this argument up a lot, but even I agree with you at this point. I just like to bring it up now.
Yeah, like just like the whole drinking part doesn't make sense. Like, how can you drink water or like anything in that matter angrily? Like, how can you do that? You can basically like put the cup down like really angrily or like aggressively to show your anger and just like make some noise with that. And but the rest, yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Or you can do it
Angrily
like
is an emotion. You can't apply an emotion to an action.
Or you can do it like how Chronic and another person once did it to Quizzy, trying to prove him wrong, where they basically deep-throated a water bottle and like drank it really freaking fast. One person choked while doing
it.
Angrily,
that's violently.
Okay, can you drink? Can you drink water violently?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Violent isn't an emotion.
Yeah.
It's a character.
Wait, can you drink
wait,
water?
hang on,
can you
hang
drink
on.
water happily?
No.
Wait, I have a question. You just said like it's you cannot show emotions with an act or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing here. Looking at something angrily. Explain that.
You can't look at something angrily. You can be angry while looking at something.
Tell that to my primary school teachers because everyone was agreeing that Rin looks so angrily at us, blah blah blah.
No, you can.
Explain that about abusive fathers.
They're just looking at you while being angry, but they're not looking at you angrily.
You can be looked at angrily.
No, you can't.
Eyes can portray anger.
I'm gonna continue making my product now.
Okay, Walter.
Walter. Oh my god. Chronic White. Wait, hold on. No, wait. I don't know if that's a...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. What about it?
Oh god. That's funny. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you cannot drink water angrily. You can drink it violently, and you can put the glass down angrily, if that makes sense. That's my opinion.
Yep, you know, even at this point, I agree. I just think it's funny because the amount of people who have like gone and tried to like prove Quizzy wrong, it's always interesting. It's always interesting.
You were the main one. You were the main
I
one.
was, but not as much anymore.
You sent people one after the other, and none of them, even you, Chronic, can be with the logic.
Just watch him come running. Like, I wonder if I'll hear him stomping up the stairs and he'll burst through the door and look at you.
I'm giving him ideas. He doesn't need them.
Orphan!
Wait, what did he say?
What?
Did he call you an orphan?
Say orphan?
Did he say orphan?
I thought he
or
called you an
orphan.
orphan.
Or morphin? I heard morphin.
I heard orphan.
I heard Thorfinn. I was like, Vinland Saga, what?
Oh. Oh my god, bro. Oh man.
You said there was one more argument.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
although the thing is, me and Quizzy already explained, like, I had a whole debate about it and finally, like, cleared the air. Because the thing is,
bring it up.
well,
Bring
no,
it up.
because here's the thing, when I asked the question, I was, like, asking, what would it realistically be like to have Catgirls? And then Quizzy basically, like the way he took it was that he, like, wanted Nekopara girls. I'm like, that's not realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay,
I mean,
no.
we're gonna have
here's
Catgirls, and they're not gonna be realistic. But whatever you do,
because here's I'm thinking Catgirls. He's thinking humans that have cat-like features, and I'm like,
That's
if you
still
watch
a
anime, those are
Catgirl,
different
though.
things. No, they're not. No, they're.
Yeah,
Depends
they
on
are
what anime you
Catgirls.
watch, because if you watch fantasy series, they're like literally. If you watch fantasy, there's dog girls, there's fox girls, there's cat girls.
there are horse girls,
and they don't act like
Here's the thing.
Nekopara girls.
Now, here's the thing: in all of those instances, there is some different like characteristics, non-physical. There are some different characteristics of those I guess what you'd call them beastkin. Like they're like kind of like animal hybrids. Like they have animal like instincts, right? Their mentality is different to that of a human. It's like somewhere in between. What you want are just humans that just.
I didn't say what I want. I said what I think would it come to exist if it was genetically
And
modified.
you see, to me, that's not. That's not a
I'll be
cat girl.
honest,
That's
I'm
a girl
with
that
Genesis
wants to be a
here.
cat.
I'm
If
with
you
Genesis
wanted-
here.
To have an animal person act like an animal person, you will have to mess with their brain and therefore change their brain and their actual.
It depends how they're
chemistry.
created.
But you're asking for instinctual shit. That's about the brain. That's instinctual stuff. By the way,
Yeah, like I
it's
said,
ready.
it depends
That's
how
ready,
they're
oh
created.
boy.
If you like, theoretically, if you mix the DNA and then like just have it grow from the get go,
I mean, it
it
wouldn't
would just have
happen
those
since
instincts.
it's not that
Talking genes are
similar of a
different.
DNA. So
Talking genes are the building blocks. That's what you would target for cat ears. It's separate from the brain. Brain tissue is separate from the Hawking genes in the functionality phase. You see, Hawking genes tell you cells turn into arm. Hawking genes will tell Catgirl make ear, not make new brain.
Alright.
Okay, chronic.
Well, I'm
Chronic,
thinking
no, wait, hold on.
fantasy.
Hold on, I
I'm
need to ask
thinking cat
Chronic.
girls that people actually
Chronic.
like want to exist. You guys are thinking about the
Am I
logistical
insane?
version.
I mean, because
And to me, those just aren't
I'm
cat
pretty
girls.
sure this was in our episode, but Quizzy says he watched the episode and he didn't see this part. Don't you remember that Quizzy started his argument off by saying that when we genetically modify cat girls, they're gonna have to be like created to be submissive for weebs?
I never.
I swear he said that.
I remember you
I
talking
never
about
said
that.
that.
Yeah, I know. I
looked back,
swear he
I
said
never
it. I swear he said it.
I literally watched that with two other people.
It could be
in
edited
call.
out. You
And,
fool.
yeah, actually, wait, and yeah, actually, it also could have been.
Two people were also
need-
like, yeah, he never said
I need
that.
hold
Why
on.
are you
I need to
lying
ask
on my
Panda.
names?
I need to
It
ask
could be
him
edited.
because remember Panda edited that episode. He might have edited that. I'm gonna have to ask him. Did he edit that out?
It was straight through. It was straight through. It was straight through. There was no cuts in that entire section. Do
Because
not
you did say
do
that. Me and Chronic both
I did
remember
not
it.
say that.
You started
not
your argument
say-
off by saying they have to be bred to be
No,
submissive, and that's why me and Chronic were so confused.
No, I did it. No, I did. Jen, when you rewatch this, you're gonna realize how much you and Chronic were putting words in my mouth, trying to gaslight me throughout that entire conversation. No, that was something that you tried to put into my mouth.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
That was not something
okay.
I said.
I need to ask the editor. Hold on. Wait, I gotta ask. Hold on. I need to ask Panda. Didn't Quizzy
He
say?
looks that up. Gamer Subs wine. if you haven't experienced Gamersup's wine yet, I implore, attempt to brew. Unless, of course, it has like some sort of antibacterial preservative inside of the mix, which would kind of kill all the yeast and not be
Is it
good.
sponsored or not?
It's not sponsored because I don't think
Aw.
Gamersup's is a
Andy.
wine product yet. But this is Gamersup's
Yet.
wine.
Yes.
Yeah, an adult version of Gamersup's. Imagine that.
Gamer subs. Please.
Yeah. Gamersup's, let's make a wine. I'll
Yeah?
brew it for you. I'll handle all demands. One by one, personally. Now that I'm thinking about it.
All right, I have
This'll
reached
become
out to the
beautiful.
editor.
Oh, very nice.
We will wait for him to get back to us.
So oh my, I can't.
I asked for a
wait him to
timestamp.
get-
I asked for timestamp, or if you edit it out, because I swear, okay, Quizzy, what are you gonna do if we find that clip?
I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing. But when he doesn't find that clip, what are you gonna do? It better be say sorry.
Oh my
No,
god, bro.
Rin, you don't understand how crazy they were trying to make me look during that entire.
It's because you were crazy during that whole debate. You were like,
I
we
was
need
not!
cat women to act like
Actually,
cats.
wait,
And we're like,
hold
no, we want
on.
them to act like human.
Wait, hold on. Now that I remember, what it might have actually been before we even hit recording, because I think weren't we gonna talk about that during the episode because we talked about it before we started
Oh,
recording. I
no.
think.
No, we didn't. No, that happened. That conversation started up during mid
Did it?
podcast.
Oh yeah, no, it did because we brought up Elon Musk, and then that turned to
Remember
Catgirl.
that? See, how am I supposed to believe? How
But
am
I
supposed
know, I know
How
you
did
said
the
it. That's what I'm
two
trying to remember.
connected?
You really?
Wait, what happened, Rin?
What? How did Elon Musk and Catgirls get connected?
Because all I
somehow?
asked, because I was like, hey, didn't Elon Musk once put out a tweet saying he was going to create genetically modified catgirls? Or was that?
did
And I
he?
asked, was that a meme? And then that devolved into like a whole conversation. Yes, with us, me and Chronic basically bashing Quizzy, but at the same time, he had to, like the things he was saying was wild to us. Because to us, we're trying to imagine real life. This would be a new race, for one, and they'd have the intelligence of humans. So we're like,
No, you don't think that they're new. You're thinking that they're just like, okay, there's a person, and then you just alter their DNA to where they now have cat ears and a cat tail somehow.
again,
But
we were
they're-
talking about
they're
Elon Musk.
essentially
That's the
still
most
just humans.
that's the most understandable way of that becoming
And see,
a thing.
and I'm talking about like if we can find a way to somehow create anime accurate cat girls. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, and that entailed literally reprogramming their brain to act more animalistic, more nature of a cat. Like you
Okay,
wanted
but
nya in their speech, apparently, or something like that. Is
Okay,
that
can
something
we-
you wanted?
That's not something that I specifically want, but if we're going anime accurate, that would
Well,
be
that is
something
anime
that...
accurate, right? So that is what you say, word for word. You want them to go, Master Nya, someone Nya. How are you doing, Nya?
All right.
Like that.
Okay.
That's what you want, Quizzy. That's exactly what you want, right?
I'm not gonna lie. A world where that exists would be pretty pog. But
Hmm.
you're okay. So we're pretending, right, that any of this is ethical in the first place, because genetic manipulation, just in general, is not ethical in the first place.
True.
I was skipping through all the unethical practices that got us there, and I'm just like, okay, we're here now. What would have had to happen during that gray period for us to have like a good period after we're done with the unethical stuff?
Okay, hear me out on the unethical part. But
Oh no. To hear
in
me out.
theory,
Where is this going?
in theory, it could be consensual for a fully grown adult over the age of 18 to undergo a process of genetic manipulation on their own body to where they can change the genome, change their Hawking genes, and it would essentially it would be a practice like it would spread to cells. It would be like it would say if it's in a vaccine state, you would inject it, it would change cells. Those cells would then replicate and continue on the process, and eventually, through enough treatment, all cells will have that new genetic code, which would then naturally start growing an anime cat ear because your body's like, oh shit, we need that. That's in our genes. We need that shit. So in theory, it being young is like a modern day flaw because we just haven't perfected.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to be
The method
during
yet.
like the
There's
fetus
no way that
stage. I
doesn't
generally
lower
feel
your.
like it would have to
There's
be.
no way that doesn't lower your lifespan like shit
Hey,
though. Because
You're
like
speaking
imagine
like
the
someone
stress
who doesn't know
of-
science.
Imagine this like the
That's why
added
it's
stress on
unethical.
your
That's why it's
cells.
unethical. Because we
your
don't know what it would
cells,
do.
Replication. Like that's a whole. That's
Do you know how aging
like 3
works?
new appendages that now have to go through cell division. Like, nah, that's
Aging
definitely gonna.
works, Quizzy?
Yes. I know how
Now-
aging works.
Now, here's the thing. The cool thing about aging, so cool. When cells divide, the current theory is they damage themselves. And
Yo,
that
hey.
contributes to aging.
Oh.
I know that's crazy. That's nuts. That's fucking balls to the walls. But here's the thing. Growing a cat ear would be a similar type cell division, minus the immune response, of regrowing a wound. So, minus the whole wound and inflammation and immune response to kill off bacteria, add cells replicating to fill in the empty space. Consider the ears being an empty space. So sure, cells would divide more, but that's specifically the ear, not the entire body. You see where I'm going with that?
It still would make.
I-
It would, it
also,
still would
I have a
technically
counter.
heighten the rate
I have
that your body's going through cell division.
So Quizzy.
That's primarily the ears. That's dividing, Quizzy. Not the rest of the body. Specifically the ears.
Okay, so the rest of your body just stops doing cell division, then you just die.
That's just called normal age. The ears are the ones that are rapidly growing. Your body's normally just acting
So-
how it acts.
So
Yeah.
Now-
are the ears not now a part of your body?
Did you graduate high school?
Did you?
Do you have a GED? I smell special
Yes,
ed.
I do.
I smell special ed. Oh my god, that's a fucking
God.
roast. That's a fucking what the hell, dude? I feel like that's the. I mean, not to, like in general. That's just such a good roast to tell. Say to someone, I smell special ed.
Are you gonna roast me for being
God.
right? That's
Rosie for being right in what world? Anime?
Can I ask a question?
Come
So
on.
Quizzy,
What are your
Quizzy.
grades in science?
Quizzy, I need to
You-
ask.
It's a safe space.
Bro,
This is a safe space.
B's. I got
Bs.
B's and A's.
I got over 100%.
Okay, you didn't have a social life. Congratulations. Now anyway,
And because I
Like,
don't have a social life,
I have a good question.
I'm making cool shit in my room, making gamer subs wine. What are you doing? Jerking off?
I'm making music. What are you talking about? I'm the
Music?
wrong.
Can you drink music? I think not. Sponsored
You
by
know
Gamer
what?
Subs
Hold on.
Wine.
I wish we were sponsored by Gamer Subs, but we're not. No,
No,
okay.
but the wine.
Okay.
is not
Sedal.
French.
Okay, I have a question. So, Quizzy,
Hmm.
if we're trying to define what it makes an animal girl, because you're saying like, you know, if it doesn't act all like, you know, like a cat, it's not a cat girl. Does that mean Hollow from frickin' Spice and Wolf isn't a wolf girl because she acts more like a human than an actual wolf?
I don't know what that series is, by the way.
Hollow still has some wolf-ish traits. Like what? She's just smart. Like what?
But so in your opinion, does it mean every cat girl has to be submissive?
No, there's gonna be some. What the fuck? What? First off, have you never seen Mukusho Tensei?
Like Ghislaine?
Yeah, the fuck. Yeah, that like. Yeah, the strong animal.
That is
girl, they,
peak
like,
women.
That
That is peak women.
I'm not saying. Where did you get this word submissive? I've never said that word.
You said it.
Where
I
did
swear
you
to God.
Hey, you better. Hey, you. It is not a good thing to lie when swearing to God. That's all I'm saying. Don't you do that. Don't do that. No, because when it comes out that I never said that, then you're gonna look crazy. Now,
This is
all
all
I'm saying
gaslighting.
is that. Oh my gosh. I'm proud of now. All I'm saying,
if I told you that was my master plan?
I would believe you wholeheartedly.
This podcast
Together.
has convinced
I
me.
literally said during the podcast, I was like, yo, Chronic doesn't even believe half this shit. He's just trying to.
Gaslight you.
Just
I was gonna say,
gaslight me.
this podcast has taught me that Chronic's a master gaslighter.
I need an animal to pet. This hat is not doing it.
It's gonna go friend the cat again. Oh no, the cat's not gonna like that.
Oh wait, shit. Okay, they took the dog out for a walk. They went hiking. So I can't pet an animal with consent. The cat doesn't like being pet, so I'm not gonna go and harass it.
We're just gonna imagine like there's a cat on your lap that you're petting, so just do the motion. Or get a pillow
Another
over.
dog I can grab.
Did he just forget about another dog?
He did, yes, apparently.
Oh god.
Maybe it's because maybe this one doesn't like being picked up either. Just like the cat.
Yeah, possible. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Yeah. What was? I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, all I was saying was not that they're submissive, is that they have some sort of beast-like trait, something that deviates their normal behavioral patterns from humans. Because I'm like, there's already what 8 billion humans on the Earth already. Why? What's the point of adding more quote unquote different humans that don't act different at all? Like at that point, we're just doing shit to be doing shit.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
what's
just
the
okay
point?
with Necopara cat girls and cat boys. They can act all the cat-like stuff they want. It's fine. They can be humans, and they can just have like cat-like traits on the outside, and on the inside they can be just like regular humans. Oh my goodness!
It's a very puffy puppy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There is
my goodness.
nothing evil about this.
There's nothing
Oh.
evil. That's the least evil dog a frickin' mastermind could pet.
Wow, look at the puppy!
This one's name is Macy.
Like seriously,
Hi,
like if anything, that's how you
Macy.
just make a villain sympathetic. You give him a cute dog instead of like the
Yeah.
cat, the generic cat or a sphinx or like a Rottweiler or a pit bull. You just give him like a poodle or a Dalmatian or a golden retriever, just something cute.
Hey,
my
pit bulls
goodness.
are adorable. I don't. I'm
They-
I'm
They
They
sorry,
are,
pit bull slander.
but they are raised by the wrong people a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
that's true. Sadly, that's
Yeah.
Like,
true.
you need to raise them, and you need to keep your eye on them. Like, you gotta raise them right. And the thing is, because a pit bull, you know, even if you raise them right, they still are, like a lot of dogs.
They are not predisposed to being.
I'm not
they are
saying,
not
I'm
predisposed
not
to being
saying, I'm not,
aggressive, if that's what you're about to say.
I'm saying any dog, any wild animal, any animal can just, like go off on a trigger. Something could set it off. Like, even if we domesticate something completely, like, it could still turn on us at any time or turn on somebody.
I mean, the same thing is true with
That's what I
humans, but you don't see us.
Well,
You don't seeing us like.
Child.
Actually, no. Wait, humans are home trained just by other humans. My bad. Hold on. Never mind.
And there are humans that have dispositions as well, if you were going to say that, too. Like, there are people that there's the sad thing that there's a lot of stereotypes. Like, oh, this race is this type of way. And it's like,
That is not at all what. Whoa! What the?
this race or religion. Like, people like that.
I was gonna say just there are people who have anger issues. You brought race.
No, I'm just saying in
Yeah,
general, like
right.
that, like people, like humans are just the same way. We look at humans the same way sometimes we look at animals, and it sucks. It's like we will like judge someone just by how they look, or if we know what their background, like briefly. It's like, well, they probably are
God.
like this because we've heard this rumor or this stereotype, and it's like
These
it sucks.
poultry NPCs thinking that they can have the same world as I do. They're NPCs. They're not real.
Are you- Yo, that's a great Sneeko impression.
Oh, yeah, true.
Sorry. Oh my god, that guy's an idiot. I'm sorry. I have to.
I let my girlfriend bone in front of me. That would have been an oof of a typo.
Oh, but man, dude.
I don't know the difference between a clip and a mag.
Dude,
You want
I
me to watch
know,
your clips? These are the.
Dude, Sneeko's such an idiot. I'm sorry. Oh my god, the freaking drama.
Bro, hold on. We should probably drop that though. We should probably drop
Yeah,
that, though.
maybe
don't
we
wanna
should.
Don't want to get. We don't want to get hit for bullying. Or better yet, he's gonna ask one of us to box him.
Okay.
Bro, if he was to box,
Okay.
I got the robe.
Okay.
I got the robe.
So we got the timestamp, but it wasn't. Well, okay. I don't think it was so much submissive. I think that
What? Look, he's changing the words.
you said that, but you did say that they need to be lewd.
Oh yeah, naturally lewd.
Yeah, you need.
apparently.
They need to be naturally lewd,
So okay.
which
so
is
this
a
about-
wild take, and it's at
This-
57
okay,
minutes
so-
in to the episode.
Okay. So that. Okay. So first off, I'm thinking we're talking fantasy Catgirls, right? And I was making
Your
a joke. I was
fantasy.
making a joke on that statement. If you heard the entire statement, because I proceeded to say, or else these filthy weebs are gonna riot at Elon Musk about being like, these aren't what we asked for.
They rioted against me too for like this ain't that. I've had them riot against me. My friends have turned against me like, we don't want these Catgirls. It's like, bro, they're not gonna, like, realistically, these wouldn't be lewd. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Like, literally, I have become the target for those people who are like, we're writing against Elon Musk. They've writed against me for saying they're not gonna be the way that they want them to be if they were realistic.
See, and it's like, look,
This is what, like,
we're gonna talk about
so
hypothetically.
mean, man.
And I think the thing is just like, look, we're talking about the it's like, if we're gonna talk about Catgirls, why are we gonna change what a Catgirl is and then talk about bringing that in? We want Catgirls, not I can't believe it's not Catgirl that you're talking about.
Oh my god, bro. Oh man, but so are you, like, in a way, is every Catgirl supposed to be lewd in existence?
No. Okay, so ideally, there would be just like, it would just be common culturally for Catgirls to have the personalities that we see in anime. That's like the ideal situation. Like, let's say Catgirls have been around for a while and there's their own have their own little culture behind them. And in that culture, they just tend to be that way.
May I interject with a rebuttal? So I'm sure you know that Japanese cartoons, otherwise known as anime, oftentimes have
Unrealistic tropes, yes.
Well, you're putting words in my mouth there. I wouldn't be so hasty with that. I would say they give Americans a specific idealist personality of what they imagine the American could be. And by your standard, would that mean that all Americans must behave the way they do in Japanese cartoons?
I think America would be way cooler if they did. I'm not gonna lie.
It would be way cooler.
Japanese, the way that Japanese depicts Americans, well, it's either one of two things. Either we're the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, or we're the coolest, dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. We should be the coolest, dumbest
when
motherfuckers
you guys
on the
said
planet.
tropes, for some reason my mind went to trying to think about like who had a worse trope, and for some reason my mind went to daddy issues as a trope, and my mind is wondering who had
that is kind of a true trope among Americans. I'm not gonna lie.
My mind wondered who has worse daddy issues. I've got to remember who the second person was. It was Raven from Teen Titans or Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender.
Raven. What?
Raven
deals with it better.
Raven is dealing with a little demonic father she has to keep trapped in her brain, who's literally tormenting her 24/7.
Yeah.
And then you got
but
Zuko,
Raven,
whose father burned him. Like, they both, like, that's why I brought them up. They're both really extremes. You got physical abuse and mental abuse.
Okay,
Zuko's just nerfed.
Okay, wait. Are we saying, like, it depends what you mean by, like, daddy issues, like, who has worse daddy issues? Are you talking about the actual issue itself, or how they're being affected by it?
I guess
because
both.
Raven has the worst issue, but Zuko clearly got affected by his daddy issues worse than Raven did.
Well, Raven has to show up her
Raven
emotions.
has to-
Raven became a hero,
Raven
and
has to
Zuko
shut off her
started.
emotions.
But yeah, Raven's not
a
allowed.
mentally 12-year-old.
Did you see the episode of Teen Titans when they go in the mirror? You literally learn that Raven cannot display emotion. Because if she displays emotion, it's like a moment where Trigon can take advantage of her and break out of his prison.
And do you realize the amount of, like, mental control that she has in order to pull that off as well as she does?
What made that control?
Like, she has to, but like it kind of like it sucks, you know. It's like forces her to be.
Yeah,
in that position.
it sucks, but
by the way, both characters are amazing. I love them both.
Bad, but I'm saying that, like, her as a person, she's kind of a beast for that. She's kind of a beast for that. Zuko was not as mentally sound.
Dude, I can't wait to look at the chapter titles to our top podcast. The timestamp is gonna say who has worse daddy issues.
All I'm saying is if Zuko had the mental fortitude that Raven had, Aang wouldn't have had to do anything. Zuko would have beat Ozai.
Dude, no, even Iroh wouldn't have had to do anything. Frickin' Zuko would have been a frickin' monk. Zuko should have been the airbender.
Zuko would have been teaching Iroh some shit.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, Rin, if we
Okay.
kind of like just.
It's all good. It's all
Can
good.
I-
I'm being educated.
I would like to give you a test as well, real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the photo of a dad. I want to know what feelings does this invoke in you guys? This is a photo. Oh, my Apple phone autocorrected.
Oh my
But-
god.
This is a photo of a dad. Does this invoke any feelings in anyone here currently?
Milk and cigarettes.
Milk and cigarettes. Okay, what about you, Active?
I don't know why, but Home Depot comes to mind.
Home Depot.
Yeah, Home
I could see
Depot
Home
sounds
Depot.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think
okay.
like I see that guy and I'm like, yeah, he probably wants to have me help him like build a shelf or maybe as a carpenter, I don't know, maybe just work around the house.
I see it. I see it.
Honestly, I would have thought of that if you didn't say the word dad.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy. You shouldn't have put the title of dad on him.
I shouldn't have put the title of dad on that.
You don't want to
Okay,
be a
what
father?
did the guy do then?
No.
Did
Did
we all three turn on Quizzy at one sec? I think we did because Red goes, "What did he do?" And then Chronic goes, "You don't want a dad?" And then I go, "What's?"
See, you guys like subconsciously turn on me. It's so goofy. What is this?
I don't know why it happens. It's so
At
funny.
least like you have to. At least for you, somebody has to mention feet. For me, it's like anything could happen, and then everyone turns on me.
Oh my god, bro. Oh man. I mean, hey,
Okay, so like, what did he do?
what did he
Was
do
that an
to
criminal
not earn
or
the
just,
title
like,
dad?
Is it just an image of a dad?
It's
when
just
you
an image of a dad.
Okay,
It's just a normal
okay,
dad,
okay.
just smiling.
I thought you were just
It
gonna
looks like a good
say
dad.
something like, "Oh, you know what? This guy, like this dad, just like murdered his entire family, and like he's serving time now." Like what?
Okay,
Yeah, he's actually Jeffrey Dahmer, and he's broken out of jail.
You know
and
who's,
he's
like-
at large.
you wanna know who's unironically like he's a villain, but he's like the best dad like you could ever have. Freaking Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. He like literally if you know his backstory, it's like he has the most tragic backstory, and yet he's trying to be the best father he can be for his daughter Vanessa, despite the fact he's trying to take over the tri-state area, which is all because he knew he dated Phineas's mom, and Phineas's mom was like, hey, instead of taking over the world, why don't you start small and start the tri-state area? She literally told him that, so she's the one who gave him the idea to take over the
Oh,
tri-state
yeah.
area. Which is so
isn't Phineas
funny.
and Ferb getting like another season soon?
They are. They're getting like, I think it's like, are they getting like 26 more episodes or something like that?
That's pretty cool.
It's a good show. It's still a good show. I wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna make it take place when they're all grown up?
I wonder. I know
Because now
that they
that
had
they're all
like a
grown
few
up.
time travel episodes where they showed off that kind of concept. I don't know if they'll full on like stick with
Well,
it.
the
'cause it's
finale.
unfamiliar.
I mean, the finale literally showed them all grown up. I'm pretty sure. Like you had like I think Ferb was dating Vanessa, which is very interesting that he's dating Doofenshmirtz's daughter. It's like I don't know the age gap there, but I could have sworn it would have been pretty big.
Ferb's a Chad.
Ferb's
a Chad.
After if they're grown up, then like what is 18? I've seen weirder age gaps past the age of 18.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm specifying very hard so that this doesn't get taken out of context by Jen and Chronic later in some weird arbitrary debate after the age of 18.
So are you saying if an 18-year-old were to date a 90-year-old, you're okay with that?
Oh my god,
If
no!
an 18-year-old is happy with being in a
If they're
relationship that
happy.
probably won't last for the rest of the year, then sure.
What about the 70?
Wait, hold on, wait.
Gap?
Hold on, wait.
Do you not see anything wrong with that?
Wait, did I miss your Chronic? I thought I said, are you okay with an 18-year-old dating a 9-year-old? Is that
No,
90.
90. Okay, I was
Not
scared.
Now,
I was so
look at
scared.
your
I was
brain
so
on
scared. I
autopilot
was
tries
so
to catch
scared.
me in some.
I was like, that's not okay.
Your brain on autopilot is trying to catch me saying something crazy. That is wild.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh
there
my
are like
God.
at least a few 18-year-olds dating/marrying 90-year-olds, right?
Oh, without a
For the
doubt.
money,
Oh yeah, they're definitely doing
like
it for the
as
money.
like
And it's
main goal, money.
And I'm like, you know what? In theory, it's kind of scummy, but then if you look at it practically,
It's
you know,
practical as
if that
fuck.
person is single, you don't, and you make sure that they're not lonely on their way out. Sure, I mean, then you know you get some of their money
Oh
when
God,
they pass. It's
dude,
like,
you just literally described
Exactly.
the story behind Plastic Memories. Dear God, that like because it's literally like the whole point is that the freaking robots or whatever, like they go in to
Yup.
like literally help the humans and the robots spend their last moments together. It's like these robots only have a limited lifespan before they have to literally have their memories reset.
I'm gonna remind myself to watch that anime later because I forgot to watch it.
I need to watch.
I
I need to
watched
finish
it
it. I watched like
years
half of
ago.
the. I watched half the series before I was like, okay, this is hurting my emotional state. I finished Angel Beats, but I think that's because Angel Beats was a lot more comedic while being depressing, so I could get through the whole thing. But Plastic Memories is mainly just it hits you in the feels like every other episode. I feel like.
I watched all through Clannad, and I was just like, you know what? Nah, this whole little era of little like sad just for the sake of being sad anime. I'm good off of it.
Have you
'Cause
watched Angel Beats?
Yes, I've watched
Okay,
Angel
I was gonna
Beats.
say at least watch that. In my opinion, that is.
I watched that before Clannad.
That is a worthwhile.
Oh.
I should rewatch it honestly. That is an anime worth watching. It's old, but it's very, dude. Oh my god! Like I'm not gonna spoil it, but the freaking story. My favorite story from Angel Beats is the story between the guy, the girl who's like hyperactive and the guy that likes baseball. If you remember those two, because if you learn their backstory, literally the whole thing about the guy, like, I will visit you every single day in our next life. It's like, oh my god, because the whole thing I think was like theoretically, I believe they were getting reincarnated after they passed on, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, have you guys watched Anohana?
Oh yes.
Anohana.
Or
Anohana.
I
Oh my
want.
God.
I've not.
I want to. I haven't. I know
I
it's
haven't.
good.
I did, and like it was basically advertised by my ex-boyfriend of like 8 years or something like that, and he basically said, "Oh, like, do you know this show?" I said, "No, what is it about?" And I'm not gonna say anything about it. Like, I'm not gonna say anything about the theme, but just know that a 35-year-old man who's like really manly cried at the end of the chapter 12, was it or like 11, like the final chapter, basically final episode. I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued, and I'm like crying my eyes out by the final episode. I'm like,
There's a lot of really sad anime.
Ooh,
It was
Violet
pretty good.
Evergarden. That
I
one
still
too.
haven't watched
I need
it.
to watch
It's still
it.
on my
I need to watch it.
plan
I've
to
heard that
watch
one's
list.
really, really good.
Yeah, how I feel it is it's like a build up to get you connected to the characters, and then it starts to lay in the sadness.
Now,
and
here's
it's
the
like,
thing.
oh,
I watched the second movie that came out that it wasn't of the same characters. I watched Weathering with You, which was the more
Oh,
upbeat
yeah.
story from the studio.
Kinoko.
But it's made by the same creators who made Your Name.
Yep, Shinkai no Makoto.
And
Yes,
I've heard
that's the director.
I've heard Your Name is a sad movie. I don't know if that's
Your
true.
Name. I've watched both of the movies, so I'm gonna make my own commentary here. Your Name isn't that of a sad movie per se. Like, it has a pretty good happy ending, in my opinion. And of course, there are like some action and like some drama going around with the probably in the last quarter of the movie, I'd say. But it still ended in a very happy way. Also, Tenkinoko Weathering with You also ended in the same note. Like, it was also had the same, which we call like the momentum for the drama and the action, or like the happiness about it, in my opinion. But Tenkinoko Weathering with You was much more dramatic, in my opinion. That's purely my opinion, though. Like, I'm pretty sure.
I really,
someone's,
I
like,
just, I know
really
Weathering
against
with
it.
You, the freaking, the music in Weathering with You was really,
Yep.
really good.
I mean, the music did it for me. For Weathering with You, in my opinion. Yeah.
I know only
Man.
one piece of anime media has ever made me shed any tears in my adult life, and that is.
And you watched Angel
easily-
Beats, and you didn't cry?
The ending almost made me cry, but
Oh
nah.
my god, bro!
I was in a cold look. First off, I said adult life. All right, I watched that when I was like 16. Anyway, but when I was like in my adult life, the only thing that made me like to tears was the movie A Silent Voice. That I don't know, something about that just hit.
That didn't make me cry. I'll be honest, like it didn't make me cry. It just made me feel stuff, and that's it. Like it was a pretty dramatic movie, in my opinion, but it wasn't as dramatic as some other media, I'd say.
It made me feel too many things. I wasn't ready for it. Like I feel like if I was prepared, if I knew what I was getting into, I might have been able to hold strong. But I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like every time something happens, just like, what the fuck, bro? I thought this was it's gonna be a cool little movie. Like
I'm a person who's like really easy to cry. I'd say like I cry to everything sometimes. Not all the time, but like sometimes. But A Silent Voice didn't make me cry.
Is there any anime that you guys just hate?
Umamusume.
Mabusune? What's that?
It's the horse girls. The running anime.
I've heard that one was kind of not the best.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's my hot take because I know it's really popular and like it's really popular in Japan as well because like it has a game and it has like all the gacha elements to it. For me, I wasn't able to watch that past 10 minutes of the first episode. I'm like, girl, like if you want to do a running anime, just do it with like regular girls. Like don't include the horse elements into it. Like please, I'm begging you. And I'm gonna get so many backlash because of it. But that's my idea. I'm so sorry.
I think this has always been a surprisingly hot take. I didn't think that this was gonna be a hot take when I first said it. I hate Akame ga Kill.
No. I actually, you know what? I'll stand with you. Here's the thing about like Akame ga Kill. I think if it could have been good, it's just that they don't make you. I feel like they don't make you care enough about the characters.
It's shock value. It's literally just
it's just shock value. That's the whole point of killing them off.
And then on top of that, it's needless shock value because I found out way later.
Spoiler. Yeah. Anyway, if you've not watched Akame,
I'm gonna say this without spoil, kind of without spoilers. I found out way later that the manga is way different.
I've heard the manga has a happier ending.
Yeah, it's like actually, yeah. Spoiler alert, because I can't talk about it. It's an old anime. If you've seen it, you've seen it. If you've not, then good for you. You shouldn't read the manga instead. Like it's literally got to a point where people just.
I have a similar one. Yeah, you're saying.
People just died for the sake of dying. It was got to a point where I was just like, who's gonna die this episode?
So even Attack on Titan doesn't feel like that. Attack on Titan is like if you don't know if it can, like when you first watch it, you don't know who's gonna live and who's gonna die.
Deaths are earned in Attack on Titan. Either they're earned or they're
shock value, but
something.
done right. Yeah, like shock value, but done right because like it makes you feel properly something. It's like it's realistic.
Yeah, now that I think about it, in the anime, when people I can't speak for the manga, I know it has a different story, but in the anime, when people died, I feel like people just straight up forgot about it next episode.
Yep. Yeah, very much agree. Oh god, yeah. So I can see that. I'll let Rin do hers, and then I'm gonna talk about mine. I still need to find the second one because there's two that I despise with all my passion.
This is gonna be probably another hot take of mine. Tokyo Ghoul's anime sucked ass. There, I said it.
Which one?
I don't think that's a hot take.
I think a lot of people
All
agree
of them,
with
in
you,
my
actually.
opinion,
All of them?
especially after the first what was it? Let's just say first season, it sucked ass, like big time. Because like I read the manga for a few chapters, I'm still reading it, and like all the gore, all the beautiful elements from the manga was basically omitted in the anime adaptation. And that kind of sucked ass because like the style of mangaka, what was his name? Ishida Sui, if I'm not mistaken. He has drawn all the elements so beautifully. Like all the blood, all the what should we say? Like all the carnage is pictured so beautifully, so elegantly, and in anime it's just yeah, whatever. I mean, I see the point. Like, it has to be on television. It has to be, like, broadcasted live. I know that. I'm aware of that. But it just doesn't feel right with me. I don't know. Like, in my opinion, like, the voice actors did an amazing job, especially like Kaneki's voice actor Hana and Natsuki did such an amazing job. I love him to death, but it just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
That's
the anime
fair.
didn't do the manga justice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's-
same
it
thing
sucks
also
when that
happened with the
happens to
Sword Art
somebody.
Online as well. Like, the first season was okay.
No, Sword Art Online could have been better if they'd stuck
Yep.
to if they had length. Like they were like, okay, you know, first half of season 1, that's them in the game, and then no more in the
Yep.
game. It's so dumb. Sword Art Online should have stayed in the game. It was a really interesting
Exactly.
concept that
I
they
don't
did
even
not
know why they
Exactly.
still call it SAO.
I don't
read
know.
it.
It up.
It's like they should have, like, they literally, it's like they could have done a whole story conquering every level. Like, they could have done something, but no, they rushed the story, and it upsets me.
Yeah, they could have totally
Without
told like a
the-
is it
Bro,
wrong to
Code
pick up girls
Lyoko!
in a dungeon.
Code
Without
Lyoko is
the
the
Mr.
better
Nolan,
Sword
like-
Online.
I'd say
Lyoko, that
even
game.
Axel World was a better Sword Art Online.
Dude,
Dude,
Lyoko
Axelworld
was
was made by the same people.
Was it?
Axelworld is like SAO.
Crazy, yeah.
Axelworld's supposed to be SAO in the future. Like, it's supposed to be the same universe, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you want to know 2 anime that really upset me? There's one that I thought I hated for the longest time, and then I watched another one. But let's start with the one I used to hate the most, which is Guilty Crown. I still hate this anime. I love the first season. I mean, okay, I wouldn't say love, but I enjoyed the first season quite a bit. I was like, I like it. The music's nice. It's really cool. Because Guilty Crown does have some really nice music in it. And it is an interesting concept. You know, everyone's hearts contains a weapon, and the main character can turn those into weapons or whatever. But then the second season, he literally becomes like Eren Yeager on crack, and it turns evil. And then basically the very end literally results in him losing both his love interests. I'm sorry, spoilers, but fuck this show. Don't watch it. And then he's fucking blind, I believe, at the end too. So it's like the main character literally becomes a villain in the second half, and literally basically both his love interests die. I hate that show. Fuck Guilty Crown. Fuck it. I hate that. Oh, I hate it. But you want to know what anime I hate worse? That I hate more?
Boku no Pico.
I've not watched it, and I refuse to. No, an anime called Destiny of the Shrine Maiden. It came out in 2004, apparently. I watched it. It's the only mecha anime I think I've finished, because I'm not, okay, I wouldn't say hate, I just don't enjoy mecha anime that much. I don't know, I've never been a big fan of giant robots. I guess,
Mecha is just like a hit or miss for most of the people, I'd say. Like, either you're gonna love it or you're gonna don't enjoy it, and that's it. Like, that's okay.
I mean, I kind of like Pacific Rim, and that's kind of mecha, but only the first movie, and it was more, I enjoyed the first movie. I wouldn't say I liked it.
Okay, another question then. Would you guys consider Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan, a mecha anime?
No.
It's
I believe it.
basically meat mechas.
It's.
That is
I
true,
can't
that
believe
is
it's not
true.
mecha.
It's kinda like
that.
it,
That's
but-
what I call
It's
it.
a
I
mecha
never-
anime. It's a mecha. It's mecha. End of story.
I'd say it's more of a kaiju anime, if anything. Like,
Nah,
I mean,
nah,
there's giant
it's
monsters.
effectively a
Not
mecha.
meat
It's
mechas?
effectively a mecha. But
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
I don't know.
but-
I give AOT a pass, like, because with
Yeah,
mecha anime that
I
I've seen, it's like, I don't know. There's like,
Attack on Titan is just it
Here's the
deserves
biggest-
its top spot. It's a 10 out of 10 anime. I definitely
here's
agree
my
with that.
biggest
Pretty
gripe.
good.
Here's my biggest gripe, and it's such a petty gripe with mecha anime. You'll be in a robot and you'll get hit, and the people piloting it will scream as if they actually got hit, and it annoys me because I'm just like,
I mean, they're just like
it's just your
connected.
robot.
Bro, I would
No,
When
they're
scream if
I
neurally
I got hit.
connected,
I'm like,
though.
okay,
That's the point.
nerve
That's
ending.
the point.
me-
They're neurally connected.
And I'm like,
That
that's
too.
dumb
After
for
you guys finish
to
talking
let
about this,
But hold
remind
up,
me.
but hold
I want
up.
to talk about Destiny of the Shrine Maiden once we're done talking about this. But I'll
Unironically,
let Chronic do
when
his
you're
stuff.
inside of a mecha and you're punched by another mecha, where does the force of the punch go? It's gonna travel
To
through
you,
the
yeah,
mecha, and
because-
you're
Yeah,
in there
exactly.
too.
It is, because of G-forces
So
and
you're
gravity
gonna
and
get
acceleration.
flung back.
Yeah,
Unless there's
yeah,
like some kind
it
of
makes sense.
You're in
suspension
it.
dampiness
A lot of these
inside.
guys don't, but they don't move though. Like a lot of them, they're just in their like seat. Some of these motherfuckers have seat belts, and they're just there, and then
Well-
just all
well,
of a
hey,
sudden,
you know what? You probably do want
their
seat
mech
belts,
Get
all
punched in the
things
face.
considered.
They're in the chest, right? They're in like in the chest area. Their mech gets punched in the face. Just all of a sudden, yeah.
Oh, it's not Power
Like,
Rangers? Because
bro,
Power
it's like,
Rangers, I
shut
thought,
up.
with Power Rangers,
you,
it's
like,
like they
bringing
are
up-
the head.
Are you bringing up gripes with like Evangelion? Like where the chick gets the spear through the head and she's just like,
Did that
They're
happen?
also
Oh, no.
literally connected to the mecha, right? In the
Yeah.
Evangelion.
But okay,
Yeah.
okay, real
Yeah.
quick. Can I just
So
okay?
the mechas are like
Yeah,
weirdly
sure.
fleshed.
Destiny of the Shrine Maiden upsets me because okay, how the like I'm gonna like it's an old anime, so I'm gonna this will be a bit of spoilers, and I don't think it's worth watching in my opinion. Some people might like it. I really dislike the show because the show literally has a love triangle between like the two female leads and the male lead, and it's a love triangle that doesn't really cut like that doesn't really. It doesn't feel good. It's just a feel bad triangle because you have the male character who genuinely is just a good guy, just a good guy. You have the female lead who's just a bit like honestly she does not have much of a personality. She's literally just the damsel in distress, literally the whole fucking show.
Oh.
So she's a bit like she's the sun priestess. Then you have the moon priestess who basically is jealous that the male protagonist who basically was supposed to be a villain learns to control his mecha, who instead of going insane starts defending the sun priestess because he's in love with her, right?
Wait, you just added a lot of plot elements out of nowhere. Wait, mechas?
Yes, there's mechas. He like there's a mechas. That's why I said this is a mecha anime. The mechas are evil. They're trying to kill the sun priestess, or they're trying to kidnap her or something. And so, but the male protagonist, what basically his mecha. He learns to control it instead of letting it take over or something. I know, like, he's supposed to be evil, but he becomes good in, like, the first episode or something. So he's like, I will defend you, the Sun Priestess. And keep in mind, this is, like, in modern Tokyo or whatever. So, at least in 2004, modern Tokyo. So, it's not a fantasy world. So, he's like, I'll defend you. And he ends up protecting her pretty much all throughout the series. And the Moon Priestess gets freaking jealous as fuck because she loves the Sun Priestess. And then you come to learn the fucking Moon Priestess is evil. She kills everyone that's survived. Like she literally, I believe they literally don't kill any of the mecha people. Like the male protagonist and the Sun Priestess, they don't kill anyone. The Moon Priestess near the end of it or like halfway through or something. She comes in. I think she like kills everyone in the mechas. She just like walks in like their home turf. I don't remember it. I just know she murks them all and then announces, oh, I'm the villain. I'm the main villain because I am cursed. And every time we reincarnate, it's my duty to kill you. And you seal me away or something like that every time. And the ending is like a frickin' like what's the word when everything that was done literally is done for nothing because time resets? I know there's a word for it. It's like a bait and switch, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Because they win, that they beat the Moon Priestess, and instead they do something, I don't remember what, because I literally have bleached this anime from my mind, except for my hatred. And she literally, they get, so time resets, the Moon Priestess isn't around, so she doesn't remember her. The Sun Priestess doesn't remember the Moon Priestess, but now it's literally the day that she gets confessed by the male protagonist, like in the literally first episode or second episode. Literally during the confession scene, instead of saying yes, she goes, nah, I don't know who it is, but my heart's already set on someone else. I don't know who they are. I just know, I have a feeling that I need to fall in love with somebody else. So it's
it
like
ended as an NTR.
it NTR'd him. It NTR'd the male protagonist. But like, and some people are like, I literally was reading this anime after finally rediscovering it. I was reading some of the reviews. Some people were like giving it praise, like, oh yeah, no, they actually gave the female its lesbian love early on in anime. It's like, bro, no, they NTR'd the motherfucker. It pisses me off. They NTR'd the male protagonist who literally he's just a good guy. And literally, you learn the freaking you literally watch the whole anime.
NPR stand for?
Naturade. Naturade. Yep. It's basically it's like cheating.
Cuckoldry.
Yeah, it's cuckoldry. It's literally it's Sneeko again. That's what happened to Sneeko.
Shut up.
But yes. But basically, that is the whole anime. It's like the whole you literally watch the whole anime. The Moon Priestess is contributing nothing. She's like literally. Actually, I think she fucking forces herself on the Sun Priestess. Literally tries to sexually assault her, like literally. And then yes, she gets it comeuppance because apparently like not good. I don't. It's not good that it happens to her, but literally karma hits her because she ends up like the leader of the freaking mechas literally sexually like pushes himself upon the Moon Priestess. And so you can kind of think of it as karma, like cosmic karma coming back. But it's like, so they like literally they made they did the whole anime. I did not like the Moon Priestess throughout the whole anime. Fuck her, she's the evil. The male protagonist is just generic, you know. He's a generic anime protagonist. He's the generic. Not shonen, but male protagonist.
You said this came out in 2004.
Yeah.
Yes, 2004. It's old. I don't remember why I watched it.
They pulled a redo of a healer 16 years early.
Bro, if you watch it, I need your opinion on like if you like it, that's fine. You can like it. If you disagree with my take, if anyone in this call ends up disagreeing with me, that's fine. I don't like it because I had no reason to like the Moon Priestess, and I had reasons to dislike her. That's all I had. Whereas the male protagonist, I just didn't have reasons to like him. He was like just generic, you know, male character, wants to be the hero. Yeah, that's fine, you know. He wasn't really like, he's not memorable. But what is memorable is the frickin' Moon Priestess being jealous as fuck the whole show, forcing herself upon her friend, then frickin' literally just announcing she's evil, and then now the Sun Priestess is like, oh, well, now that time's reset, I don't even have a memory of this Moon Priestess. I don't know who she is, but you know what? I'm gonna turn you down. I'm gonna turn down this male guy. I don't want to date him. There's a woman out there for me. And it comes to find out, apparently, now the Moon Priestess has been reincarnated as a normal girl in another school. And it's like, ah! Sorry, I know that's a rant, but oh my god, that anime upset
Hold on,
me.
because you just reminded me of it. Now, this one actually is just straight up a hot take. And it's for similar reasons. And I couldn't get myself to finish this anime. Darling in the Franxx!
How did I know? How did I know?
I hate that anime because everyone loves the show for some reason, but it's like every good character every character in that show that's a good person gets NTR'd, and the show treats it like it's a good ending after the end result. It's like, bro, they go through the effort of making me care about a character in anime, and then they NTR the dude. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't want to watch it. It was giving me vibes to that freaking
what they did
priestess.
to Goro. Bro, what they did to Goro, bro. What they did to Goro wasn't even right.
All these story writers are geniuses for the way that they've ended up their stories.
Chronic, we need to know. We need to know what anime do you hate.
Do I hate?
Is there any anime that you just were like, I should never, I do not like? Either you could have dropped it, but if you did finish it, just anything you just like were like, I did not enjoy this. I regret dedicating any time to this.
I've cycled through a lot of anime that I don't like, and when I don't like anime, I don't even really complete the series. I just drop and forget. I have no idea which is my least favorite. Besides, like, the obvious ones, like Boku no Pico's pretty low tier.
Yep.
I would say, instead of, like, a specific anime, my genres that I hate the most, I'd say, are the ones where they play into the anime stereotype so exhaustingly that they are just being character for the sake of
male
being an anime character.
Anger me. Dense
stuff.
Dense anime protagonist and Tsunderes. Like I'm so sick of Tsuns unless they're done right.
Honestly, character development.
Rin Tosaka from freaking Fate. She's good. Good Tsundere. I like her. Yeah. She's fine. But if you just have like your generic like angry like another good Tsundere that I honestly didn't like at first. Have you ever guys ever watched Toradora?
Yeah, but I was gonna say that I love
Toradora.
I know, I'm saying I didn't like her at first.
I love her.
But then she grew on me.
Love her.
Like I don't like she's done right. She's done right because you understand why. You know her upbringing. You can understand why she's as aggressive as she is. But I feel like other anime just go tsundere for the sake of having a character who can beat the main protagonist, like, and also just be this stereotype that I just am not the biggest fan of unless
they never ever give them character depth. I love characters that feel like they have more to them than just
the Misa. Yeah,
you're the main character, dweeb. I bet you want to fuck me, don't you, dweeb? Yeah, my parents are rich and you're poor. And then that's their entire personality.
But, you know.
Oh my god.
I despise it when they don't go into more depth. Like, why are they that way? You know? Why do they hate the main character? Is there a valid reason? Is there trauma behind that? Are they just a dick? What's going on there?
Oh
Nope.
my god, bro.
I think you know what? I've had this theory for how Tsunderes were created for the longest time, and I still to this day think that this is how it was. It's just that a lot
lead
of people
writers.
have the shared experience of like when they were really young, they had a crush on a girl, but that really was not into them, and so when they tried to shoot their shot, they would just act like because everyone's unnecessarily mean when they're young, and I feel like girls can be especially cruel when they're young.
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
especially the
it was
guys that they find to
incredibly
be
cruel.
icky.
I know.
Yeah,
so
wait,
it's
Rin,
just
I
like-
Right.
In
He's
their head, they're
right.
just like
Is he right? Oh god.
He's
they're just
right.
it's like okay, well, what if in this perfect world they were only being this mean to me because there
They all
was
like
some sort of
me.
chance that
Yeah.
something could have happened? Like,
Bro.
what is the scenario where I was able to turn this around and then the Tsundere was created?
Dude, freaking you sent flashbacks. Literally, so elementary school, I got a bit picked on by everyone. It was fine. I made some dumb decisions, acted stupid. Middle
on you.
Middle school, though, I remember this clearly. I was being picked on by all the women, like, or at least a vast majority of the women. Like, maybe not majority, but like a lot of women. A lot of women picked on me. I had one woman who constantly would make fun of me, calling me her boyfriend because I don't know why she thought it was funny. But she did it in a way, like, was condescending. Maybe she was trying to make fun of the fact I was single. And I got back at her in 8th grade because she came in with a friend and said hello to me the same way she always does. I completely acted like she didn't exist. Her friend who was standing right next to her said hello to me, and she's always been nice to me. So I look up at her, and I go, oh, hello, how's your day going? Hope you're doing good. I just completely act like the other girl didn't exist. And she got so pissed she never spoke to me again. She stormed out of the room, the girl that constantly made fun of me. By the whole boyfriend thing. Another thing though.
Are you dense?
No,
Because I feel like she might have actually.
No,
like...
no. She no, because that was the only thing she would ever say to me, and she would say
Yeah?
like, and she'd always say it in this like, and I mean for like 3 years straight in this condescending tone. That was
Women
like,
are like that sometimes.
I ain't gonna lie, Jen. I feel like that's kind of light, cause that.
but then, oh my god,
I gotta say, because no, I say this because like I will never forget this. In 5th grade, you want to know what's actually cool, and for this reason, I truly believe that like when they're young, some girls like truly don't understand just how cruel that they can
what
be.
happened?
I remember there was this like in 5th grade, I was minding my own business, and then there's this one girl. Let's call her Maxine. This isn't her actual name, but let's just say let's just say that who was just like, you know how in school there's like groups that'll just like make fun of other groups. That's just how they fun. Like they're making fun of people, but like to people when you're not in that group, it's just like, bro, leave me alone. Like keep it in your group. And so they're making fun of me. And at a certain point, I was having a bad day. I was like, bro, you just shut the fuck up. And so later in the day, we go outside on the playground. And then, I shit you not, she walks up to me. And she was like, so what did you say to me? And I was just like, I said, shut up. You were talking, you were, I was minding my business. And then I got smacked in the face in front of everybody.
Wow.
And now keep in mind, this was before Konosuba came out, so I'm just like, you did not just do this to me. I'm not even allowed to do anything back. This is annoying. I'm getting everyone's laughing.
You probably
I'm, like,
weren't allowed to do
embarrassed.
back.
I'm
If you
pissed.
had,
I'm doing all that, and then she had the nerve to say to me, like she noticed how pissed I was getting, and then, like I don't know if she felt bad or something, but she was like, bro, just hit me back, and then I got even harder at her because I was like, no, I can't do that. You know I can't do that. And I was just like,
Oh my god.
that moment's just stuck in my head because I was getting clowned
the bigger
so
moment
much for that.
The bigger moment that freaking got me, honestly, was the most memorable one that happened to me. There was a girl who, because I have this weird thing I do, I never notice it. I like wag my head left or right. And so this girl who apparently at the time didn't like me, we were sitting down at lunch. I was sitting at there was like a whole table between us. So she was pretty far away, but she spotted me, stood up and pointed at me and just shouted at the top of her lungs. She goes and says, "You're a bobblehead freak."
Wow. That's
for
hurtful.
the whole cafeteria to hear. And she said my name too. To call me out.
See, now, like, is it just me,
going on
or is,
there?
like, why are you hitting the gritty? What the?
But what were you gonna say though, Quizzy?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's just a high school that I went to. Like, hearing the term freak is just like, that seems so extreme to me that it got to the point where it was like, it almost seemed so uncreative that I just never heard people. I was like, do people actually say that? Because I've never heard, like, it's so outlandish,
It's a cliche.
but basic
It is
that it's
cliche.
like, I've never heard. So, like, whenever I hear somebody say that, it's like, yo, that seems like cartoonishly evil for someone to unironically call somebody else a freak. Now, the bobblehead thing, I'm not gonna lie, that's tough. But adding the freak out of it, that adds hate to it, and that's where it
Oh,
becomes.
yeah.
So, like, if somebody, like, if it was like a, like, if it was like in high school, and, you know, it's like a little roast battle, and then someone, like, you know, it's like a back and forth thing. It's like you say something was like, man, your hair looks like fucking macaroni and cheese, and it's like, well, you built like a bobblehead. That's fine. Some back and forth banner like that, but like the freak, it's like, bro, that's motivated now. You gotta chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
man. Frickin' yeah, no, it was not great. Oh my god. Oh man.
I just have to reiterate, I have never experienced any of that, and I am proud about that.
I feel like you'd be the cool kid. in
I feel
school.
like you have, but you just didn't
Okay.
recognize it because you're so good at like flipping energy.
Maybe, but here's okay. I'd say the stories that I have similar aren't necessarily directed towards me, but it's like what I've observed from other people. And my very, very first girlfriend, which lasted until they moved to California, so it was actually, you know what? Props to young me for holding one for like first, second grade, that 2-year period. She was giving death threats to my close female friends. Like,
Oh,
she
no.
would in lockers put death threats of like, get the fuck away from my man. And
What the
I was
fuck?
like,
You found a yandere in first and second grade?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Jesus.
yeah.
Oh my
And
god, bro.
I mean, to be real, it was also my very first heartbreak, so that sucked because she moved to California. But the death threats are kind of not excusable.
Yup, they are.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I
that.
mean, in first and second grade, I don't even think. I don't even think that she understood what a death threat was. Like,
I don't know, man. They seemed like the very jealous type if they were giving death threats
They
to one of
do
my
s- I've
female
also-
she might
friends.
have unironically meant in Minecraft.
I once said something. So I had this coworker from Africa, like who literally, like, he had some very hot takes on women, and like, when I told him I felt more attracted to older women, he was like, no, oh, that's wrong. You got to date a younger woman. And I was like, why?
Younger women can breed
Wh- I
better.
was like-
They make strong baby.
That said, he kind of sounded like that. He freaking told me that, you know, that he was like, you need to date a younger woman because that women mature faster than you, and dating an older woman means that she will be more mature than you and won't stand for your bullshit.
You know,
got a
whoa,
point.
whoa. Hold on. When you make that's crazy. That's when you make a hot take, but that's annoying when there's like understandable reasoning. Yeah, I was about to say, look, me personally, like, I think I'd prefer being in a relationship with someone who's older than me. It could never be someone who's like super more mature than me, because I just know that I'll get called out on too much stuff, and I feel like like, as dude said, they would not take my shit. They would not take my shit. Like, I need somebody who's gonna like grow
Oh my
with me.
God.
So it's like, hey, we're both progressing as people. Like, if somebody's already gone through their character development, I feel like they're not gonna they're not gonna have the
Wait,
tolerance for my
okay,
character.
question.
You and active should date.
Yo, wait, oh my
No.
god, no, no,
What
no,
the
no,
fuck?
what the
Active
fuck?
X Quizzy. Come on, guys.
No, bro. Also, question, Chronic, was this on an episode with Quizzy, or was this with the episode with Wolf, where we talked about how we don't want I think it's been on multiple episodes where we were like, we don't want to date a depressed partner.
Yeah, it's very difficult for someone who's pessimistic to give happiness to an optimist unless it's like they are able to have a well that they can infinitely draw optimism out. Like
That isn't
sure,
you.
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, it's like it's very difficult for them to find happiness together because the other person will depress the other, and the other person is like a lifeline for the other person, and it feels toxic if done incorrectly. It can be done.
I
It
feel
could
like
be
there's
done.
a caveat.
But
I
it's
feel like
just
there's a-
so much difficult. So much.
I
more
feel
difficult.
like
Yeah.
the caveat to that is you shouldn't try to have a partner that is complacent in their depressed state. If they're depressed, but they're like
Not doing
actively
anything about it.
trying
Therapy
their hardest,
exists.
Oh
to-
yeah, no.
then no,
I've
that's
had
perfectly
that.
fine. All right.
That's not fun.
If I said if I pushed that out, that would, I feel like a lot of people would be hypocritical for taking that.
You want to know
having
the
that take.
worst? You want to know one of the worst part is being with someone who is depressed and they're trying to get help, so they're like going to therapy, but they're actually not really taking the words to heart.
Oh yeah, no, I've had that where I've dated someone who I've tried to help. Okay, hey, I've noticed like, hey, you're very, very depressed and you're not being able to like properly live the life the way that you want it to, and if you really want to be happy, we need to take steps to actually get there. And then whenever you try to make that effort, instead of them going along with the effort, they're like, I'm more comfortable just being depressed. I think I'll stay like this.
I thought
That's a red
Yeah,
flag.
I
Oh
thought
my
you
god,
guys
a
are like
blood
that.
red flag.
that is a
Yeah.
very red flag, dude. I freaking
Okay.
It sucks.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually my last partner who did that. Like, I was already depressed, but I was also seeking methods to just like make myself better. Like, whether it's medication, it's therapy. I'm doing my absolute best to not show any signs to him because we were also living together, right? And it was like a long-term relationship as well. And here he was just like sitting and contemplating about how to get better, but not doing anything. And in the end, I was the one who was guilty because apparently, quote unquote, I was too negative, even though I was doing everything in my power. And I know for a fact that I did that perfectly. I'm not just like tooting my own horn here. I know that a lot of our friends and also families know that I did everything in my power, but he was just not doing it. And because of that, I was the bad guy now. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I cannot do anything for you. You are quite possibly irreparable by me. So go out there, seek help, do whatever you want. I'm out of here.
I think
And yeah.
Good save that by me, by the way.
Yeah, I cannot do anything to you, even if, like, I did everything in my power. Like, if you need anyone to talk to about, like, your work or anything that goes through your mind, I am here to help you. I am here to put everything I have in my mind aside and listen to you.
I think
Like,
that's-
I can do that for you.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
like, I love you. I care about you. You're an important person in my life. Like, I am ready to do anything for you. And here you're telling me, no, you're too negative. Fuck off.
Here's the thing. So, it's why I think that, despite how nuts it appears that Shia LaBeouf has become, I think that Just Do It really does resonate because it's like, if you want to try and be happy, you got to be actively trying to be happy. You got to keep
exactly.
looking. And another big tip to people who are depressed, listen to the world around you and the people around you.
Exactly.
You have to
Exactly.
listen. Even if that's like, listen to the birds chirping, maybe that'll cheer you up. But also listen to the actually take to heart what people are saying. Like, try and deconstruct. What is this sentence that I just heard from this person? Like, if this person
Okay,
tells me
okay.
this, deconstruct it. Be like, why are they telling me this?
To go a step in a more broad sense, it's all about environment. A lot of people will take to heart words. People will take to heart random little lines TikTok might throw to you, but in reality, it's about environment. And if you are in an environment that's not going to make you happy and you tried to become happy, staying in that environment is just going to make you depressed. Like,
That's true.
if this environment behind me is sorrow and negativity and I'm still in here trying to be happy, this here is behind me thrusting my backside in. It's going to make me sad regardless. I got to swap locations to really be happy.
Dude, I need to.
So it's
okay.
foundational work.
Also, by the way, I know this is off topic. It's probably the last thing before we end up winding down because we have been going for our 2 hours that we like to go for. Quizzy, I need to ask, with your how do you make your eyebrows so expressive? Are you like constantly pressing buttons and stuff, or is your model like rigged? Because like whenever I can see that your facial expressions change. For me, my model doesn't change expressions unless I press
We're
buttons.
having a whole conversation about happiness and fighting off depression.
I know.
And this motherfucker says, "But Quizzy, your
I have ADHD, okay? And I'm looking at your model and I'm jealous. I'm like, my
I
model
am
doesn't
not
change.
pressing a single button. All right, look,
It's just a
believe it or
rig.
not,
It's just a rig.
that and well enough. I move my eyebrows a lot IRL, so maybe it's just tracking really
Yeah,
well.
it's
Maybe you don't
probably
move
that.
your IRL eyebrows enough, Jen.
Yeah, but I mean, your
You
eyebrows
should
also change
watch The
shape.
Rock and learn how to do that.
Like your eyebrows
can
literally
you
like
do-
will literally invert. My eyebrows don't do that unless I press a button.
Oh, okay. So it's not rigged for your movement then.
Maybe.
guessing.
Maybe I need to talk to Strick because when Quizzy like when Quizzy starts like laughing like he does this face, his eyebrows actually like they invert like that, like they get happy. Like mine don't
Does
do
this
that.
make
Same
you
thing also
upset?
happens to me, but I have my bangs, so.
Yeah, mine don't do that though. It's like
That's fair. Does this make you upset, Active?
yes,
Does this
you have
make you
eyebrow
upset?
you have eyebrow movement. I don't.
I got real life tracking. Are you
I need to do that. Oh my god. Also,
Hey, some people can't do that, so.
but
Can I
yes.
say?
Nope.
That wasn't
Oh.
anything leading into
Okay.
anything. I just what can I
Gotcha.
say?
Oh, okay. I thought you said. I didn't hear the what. I thought just said, "Can I say?" I was like, "What can you say?" I don't know. But
Yeah,
hey,
that's what I'm saying.
you know what? Thank you everyone so much for watching this episode of the General Chat Podcast, and thank you so much, Rin, for joining us. It's been a blast.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we may invite you on for a future episode because we do want to have
Please
recurring
do!
guests. Who knows?
Please do. Please do.
All right, we'll do. But this has been fun. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time, hopefully.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.